Oh wait, hold on. This some dickhead shit. Hold on, nigga. I'm trying to get this shit right. Alright, we good. Now go ahead, start it. Take off your share play.
Me too, I gotta take it off.
Yeah, then you want somebody to steal your info, bitch? Now I'm gonna send you one, see if it go through.
Yo, what's up, Jay? Trying to move an opening?
Huh?
Trying to move an opening?
Move it. Oh,
Yeah.
this nigga trying to throw some weight on me too.
Who?
Told you, my cousin, nigga. This nigga got like 8 pounds.
Feet on the block.
Yeah, but I don't want niggas to be buying little. I want whole. You know me, I'm a wholesale.
Yeah, I want that too.
Yeah, exactly, nigga. You know how we be moving. When we bought the half of Peasley, nigga, that shit went wholesale, nigga.
Yo, take your shoes, nigga, and rob it.
No, nigga, that's like me and you playing against somebody. Change it.
Oh,
That's me and you teaming up playing with somebody. Go to All Star. I mean Hall of Fame. Yeah. Now start it. Oh, why is it still doing this? It's saying some players is what? It's still in gameplay. What the fuck that mean, fellas?
Oh, I think I'm recording.
What that shit mean, Ray?
I don't know. That shit fell off the wall. You're doing share play, right?
Nah, I took it off.
I hope it's not because I'm broadcasting.
Nah. One of yeah. What the fuck is that?
why the fuck you keep saying that?
Yo, it's probably cause we game shared, you heard?
Probably. Yeah, there you go. Fuck it,
Yeah.
let me get Madden.
Nah, throw on 17 then.
I
You
don't
still
even
got it,
have
right?
Madden 17.
Of course you do.
I think I had to delete this. Oh no, I ain't delete this shit.
Alright, so let's go.
Nigga said throwing the 17.
Come
I
on,
want to
man.
throw on the 17.
Don't worry, you can get next.
First of all,
You know that's next, man. I'll just have to get 2K first.
huh?
You know that's next. Go ahead, switch over. Matter of fact, you ready?
What?
You switched over?
17?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm watching. My pocket's hype. I got Madden 17.
That nigga say, yo, it's gonna be fucking Madden 20. He's still gonna have 17. Like, yo, this shit is hot, macho. I already know how that nigga is.
Let me get this shit.
I'm about to give him my 17 so he can have two. He could fucking add those shits together.
Give him your 2K17.
Mm-hmm. I'm about to do that.
He's satisfied.
My back hurt. My back is hurt because I
He
just
said, yo, Tuto, good
practiced
looking,
doing level
Tuto.
first and then you get me.
Look at
And you
Tutu.
want to release this and I did.
Yeah. Baboso.
He said, my also, me and my son could play that.
Yeah.
Swag, what are you doing?
Your little brother getting big?
Yeah, that nigga's mad fat. Little Mexican ass.
Yeah. Yo, Mach, you know what game you gotta get that's coming out? Red Dead Redemption. Fire.
Mm.
The new one though. The new one is Red Dead Redemption 2. I ain't gonna lie, that Red Dead Redemption is looking crazy. Yeah, what?
What's up, fast? What's the real deal?
Hell
Tell
no,
me
nigga. I'm
different.
trying to buy your Madden. All right, so don't say stupid questions like that. I know, but you know I don't play games like
Come
that.
on, why your phone over my bag?
Yeah, as a
On the
matter of
charger,
fact,
on the
sell
dresser.
me that Infinity, man. Infinite, my matter of fact.
This stink ass.
Infinite Warfare, yeah.
Oh, she's something. Yo, what up?
Yo, Mach, why you put 17? I tell you put football
What's up?
17, not that 2K shit.
What?
All right,
What
bet. So
up?
I'm gonna play you in 17.
What's up? You got school tomorrow. You got school tomorrow.
What's that wrong one?
Wait, let me show you. Let me show you. Yeah, man. Splash that cold water.
What? Who? Nah,
That
that's.
nigga
Oh yeah,
fucking
you
here?
talking about 17? Yeah. Yo, fellas, I'll be right back.
Hey, the fuck out of here. Nonsense, man. Hey, the fuck out of here. Yo, Frank, you here?
Oh, that was so whack. Yeah, he here. We on the court right now.
Oh, yeah.
We in
About to
Old
kick that
Town.
nigga. It's no old town. It's just all rivet.
I mean, we in Flyers. Oh, baby. Bitch! Get it, huh? Hmm. Yo, we teaming up with Mike?
I go by the GOAT. Address me by my name. The GOAT. What to do? Huh?
Ooh, I just got an upgrade. Fuck with a nigga. Yo, we off the court, Frank?
Come on, where y'all niggas at? Send me an invite.
Nigga Mike.
Send me an invite, dummy.
We out to those 390s? What's up? Yeah, we out to that squad spot right here. Same shit.
I'm not on the squad. I'm doing, man.
About to throw on
Ray,
my
what are you
headphones.
doing, man?
What happened?
Mind your business. Did you buy this? How you want to do this, Rico? Give me the.
Niggas 94 and 14.
Both of them, 94-17. Like I told that nigga in the red is. I'm massaging my feet. Yeah, I hope I get all the treatment. Massage.
Crazy.
For what?
Yo,
What am I saying okay for?
yo, put him on the
What
phone.
am I guessing him for?
Yo, put him on the phone. Put him on the phone.
Why?
Cut.
You know what he's talking about? Alright, he said he got you, so I'm gonna see
Wait,
you gonna-
wait. Tell him I got the duffs on the mall, but I need no a dime though. I need a dime.
Just didn't even want to talk about it right now.
All right, all
Come on,
right.
I
Yo,
had
but
close to
listen.
that nigga.
I feel
What's it,
now
Red?
I get it. I
Nigga
get
blocked
it.
me.
Yo, but listen.
Get it now. Obviously, you want to come to Magic tomorrow, right? I told him you're gonna come see him tomorrow, and you can take him out of the.
Yo, come on with all this faggot talk, man. Come on, man. It's grown men around here, man.
Did the whole cornrow stuff. I ain't mad at you, man.
Yo, I gotta go, cause you talking way. You out of pocket, man. You out of pocket, man. You
That's
talking
all.
crazy, man. Take nigga out. Nigga's crazy.
Come on, no way you got nice.
Yo, 1, 2. My nigga Yash left. Thanks to Frank Moolah. Now I gotta do what I want. Now I do what I want.
Banged it on that nigga head.
Hold it.
This nigga bodying me down there. Nigga got 6 points. Midi.
I'm out of my career.
With the lag.
With the lag.
Okay, Mike.
I'll make the ass out of the subs. It just keeps you moving. Coming up 2 levels above me, baby. Love me, baby.
Blame on me.
Thank you. 'Cause I knew they was gonna do something for me. I tried to get it to you though, Ray.
Throw that shit early. Five seconds. Get it, Mike. Fuck.
Don't let them score. We still up. I got him.
I know, I got you. Oh, damn.
Come on, 2K.
That was nice.
That was extensive. Good rebound, Ray. My fault.
Oh, that was my rebound. Now we fucked. We can't let them hit a 3, yo. Yeah, I got it. Don't put your blame on me. Damn.
You went out? I thought that was a 5 or something.
Don't put the blame on me. Get to the corner, Frag.
Yo, this nigga's doodle. Remember. Oh, that's it.
Good shit.
Just fucking stop. Bro, just fucking stop. Stop reaching. Let them fuck up on your own. You don't get skills in here.
Ah.
Stop. Oh yeah, man.
Oh,
Damn, what you that was a pass? Yo, my fault, bro. Damn.
come on, that's not a chaser.
Dude. Niggas don't want us to be 92 with it. Oh,
7-7.
yo, I'm there trying to pass that to Ray though.
Let's get it. Give me that.
What's
Oh.
What's his beam?
Man. That was the game right there.
Where is that?
What's up?
Give me that.
The defense.
Ray, slow down, cause I'm a savage.
Everybody get to a corner.
Oh,
I ain't
that
going
was
up.
a banger, too.
That was a good steal.
Clutch.
Like a savage. Nah, he knew I was gonna pull that. I wouldn't fucking let that.
Oh, learn how to move, Flag. What are you coming towards me for?
Oh, Mike.
My fault, man. My fault. I
You
didn't know.
was
I was
wide
confused with the
open.
ride, bro.
Nigga wanna talk and shit.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking.
I thought Ray was gonna take that.
Travel?
Oh. He traveled. Oh.
You got travel, like what?
I should have went up. I don't know what I was doing. Hey, nigga.
I'm a bum, 2 for 8. Oh.
Should've made that.
Hey, look at the dance. Look at the dance.
You should have hit that 3, yo. He was wide open.
I wasn't even paying attention, bro. That's why.
About to get gold, relentless finisher. Let's get it.
Yeah, my shit on silver too.
Damn.
No more losing, bro. Go back around. They doodle, as you can see. No.
That shit up. Oh my god. Ray got a baby. Don't pass it to him out here.
Try to send that shit to you.
Good foul.
I already told you about the play. Look at the green had to play with defense. Oh my god, look at his face. Look at his face. Look at goddamn man. Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what
no.
he said.
Oh, fuck. You know what I noticed about other big men? Like when they big men like that, they don't really like. They not used to playing outside.
I know I'm not.
I be fucking a whole game like you got a whole season.
I hate going a nigga who could really shoot. It's the blows.
But y'all, if you see the screen on me, he'll bomb, though. He don't never shoot.
Oh my god, good lord. Good lord.
God, look good on my. You got a badonka, girl. Don't hurt nobody. God, look gracious on my. Badonka, donka.
Got Xavier Williams, got Brian Young.
I'm out. Eh.
Yeah, I swore that. That's not a foul?
Your guy thought it was.
Yeah, I thought it was a foul, bro. Word too. How the fuck? Happy.
Go down there, Mike.
Might get hurt. That's elbows flying. Oh shit. You told me I dropped down.
Okay. Gotta use that advantage, Mike. I know you see it. Get red, Ray, get red.
I ain't shit. Look.
Mike.
Nigga Mike was moving to the right.
I was about to move. I didn't know he was gonna pass that shit.
Hell yeah, bro. If my spin doesn't work, I'm passing it.
Ah, too much.
Come on, Mike. Come on, bro. Come on. At least if you gonna do some shit like that, be open.
Nigga, the square slip. He died, ran out. I was supposed to be a shooter.
Fuck.
Slip.
Fuck that nigga upstairs. Oh,
Oh no.
I got.
Go snag. Oh, that's a bad pass. Damn.
My beast.
Nah, that shit went out. Fuck that shit.
Hold on, right? Cause I thought it was a fast break at that moment. That's why we was running. I didn't know he was about to post it. What about? What about?
Sooner or later, the nigga with the green gonna try to help, bro. I gotta stand the fire.
Facts. They gotta help. Fucking no threes though.
I knew that was gonna happen. Hit that.
Damn.
Oh, man, what the fuck?
These niggas, man.
I'm passing it like that, nigga. Rush.
Nigga, your stupid ass shot fucked us up anyway. They didn't even use it for the first place. Cooking these niggas. They was about to start frying.
Come around the back. Oh. Oh, so
Don't worry about it.
Oh, damn.
oh, yeah, bum ass.
Damn.
My man, Mike over 3.
Fuck your ass up.
Yeah, this nigga dancing is really
Yo,
pissing me
that
off.
ass. Smacking all that ass like the boy. Who you sleeping for? You high? Alright, I'm facing. Your butt stink. Right the boy, please. Losing game. Sting with a G.
Damn. Hate losing.
I'm on 95.8.
Right the blunt.
Ooh, I swear Mike was dude,
You dude, me and Ray be doing fine without you. Take that back.
bro. Alright.
Always.
I'm not playing
Nah.
hell.
We out
Calling
to
me
10,
dude to
12,
be playing
10, 12.
90s.
Out to that Flyers shit.
Facts.
Fuck, we will go to the imbecile, the baby.
It was hurting my record, bro.
Yeah, Mike taking shots like that.
Where you got the off-white shirt from, the machine?
You gotta go to create a t-shirt. The shit where it says create a shirt, you buy it from there.
You bought that shit?
Yeah, it's 3,500.
I bought this shit, man. I bought this.
Yeah, you can't do the glitch shit for it?
Nah, it's over for
Y'all don't got no...
3,500.
Yo, did y'all simulate your first season?
Nah, I played my shit. I'm playing the shit. I'm in December right now.
I'm about to simulate...
Still at 80/40, bro.
Nah, I don't simulate. I have mad things to put up. I just don't got VCs.
I'm not in your park no more.
Where this dumb nigga Mike at?
I'm in your park. Oh, yes, I am. I'm on the flyer court.
Nigga, what
Oh,
court
shit,
you
oh,
on? This
I'm on the
nigga
other one.
here.
Got the all black Kobe going too. About to throw them shits on.
Yeah, y'all got sponsorships already? Yeah, you got sponsorships, Frank?
They dropped me because I'm not wearing their clothes.
Why you not wearing it?
So what to? Off white. They're gonna fuck around with them. I got money. Gotta just wear that bum shit.
I be forgetting
Try to
sometimes
get off
too
white
when I
to get me on that shit.
If I had the face game going on. Bragging on Off-White, oh my lord.
Yeah, 'cause you never see that.
Yeah, try to put the ball. I'm out the car, bro. I ain't know it was went like that. I figured you dressed like a baller, right? That's some shit where you wear like.
That ass and Spanish ass nigga.
Facts. I'm wearing these Adidas 'cause you know I get paid by Adidas.
Try to get Nike sponsors so I can wear Kobe's. Fuck that. Wear Nike. I wear Nike like.
Hey, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining.
I like that glow game shirt. I might have to go grab that.
Oh yeah, perfect with the white, with the ones, the black and orange shits. Perfect. Grab it first. I got like what, 7 days.
Yo, Mike, damn.
Oh, man. I'm gonna gotta do that. I'm dead right now. See the coves, man, all black. If you go look at them all black coves in the store, them shits is fire, bro. Trust me, go look at them shit.
I'm dead completely. Oh,
You ain't even see me finesse the Fendi shirt with the black coves with the yellow and the blue bottom. Oh my god, with the blue bomber heads. Come on. What we did.
I'm about to say, Ray, you going to. Oh, shit.
I got you.
I'm about to say, Cam letting this 2 in a row off me.
Alright.
Yeah, Mike, he want to talk to you. I ain't gonna lie.
He was
When you don't mind your business, Craig.
who that?
Midi, midi.
Mike don't pass the ball, so I ain't even worry about his bum ass. That's, oh my god.
Nigga
Honestly,
headbutted
after
it.
I caught that poster rider, I know I'm capable of finishing it like a
I
banger
let
like
you
that.
do
That's why I
that.
be going for it. Oh, nah, you let me do it. Nah, I caught one before that, bro. The nigga was on the floor, right? Word, too. Nigga laid down. That shit was dope.
Yo, midi 9-9, yo.
Yeah, hit right for the middle, too.
Y'all niggas is goofing.
B Ray, nigga, give me that.
Heard you, Mike. Quick hands,
Oh, what?
reflexes, whatever the fuck they call it.
Midi, nah,
Green
nah.
light, green
Finish
light.
it off. Heard it.
Bro, I'm a shot creator postcode. We live there.
They front end.
Check the baby. See how the baby monitor.
Fuck. Nine nine.
Fuck that 9-9, man. Let me do what I do. Y'all back me up. That's all.
Hold on. Let me see what you got for me. Oh.
Get that rebound, Mike. What's up with your shoe head ass? Too big? Oh, you on his neck, Ray? Nigga goofing.
Oh, nigga snagged on me.
Only I get boards.
Get that, Ray.
Put it out.
Alright.
Fine.
Heard it.
Well, I did that with one hand because I was smoking.
Oh, I was on still, bro. Heard it. Come on, Ray. That's ours. Good defense, Mike. Turn. Okay. He's wild.
Oh, nigga robbed me.
Nigga on your fucking pocket. Niggas can't make those.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Is it? Oh my lord!
I gotta go to sleep for that.
Everything. Yeah.
Yo, Mike.
What happened? You got something to say?
I ain't just fuck this nigga up just now.
Fucked you up just now. Hey, damn.
My
Hey,
turn.
dude, fuck it.
My turn.
Yeah, lay your legs, yeah. Nigga wanna go off now. at cashing out, isn't it?
Yeah, what's your main thing? Shooting?
Yeah. I should have picked rebounding though. My shooting and rebounding. I got driving and finishing. Fucking my son be baby Blake Griffin out there sometimes.
Oh my lord.
Mike Lewis can't even make that pass. It's
I
fucking
wanted to see if I could get a body out of it.
You had the
Nigga just sending
9-9 on
me.
the other side.
I just think it's really sending me in like.
oh my god. Okay.
Oh.
Try to go.
It looked so pretty.
He fucked up. He fucked up his own shit. Do that. Do that. Yeah. Hey, if you can come right. Oh my god.
Midi.
Come on.
Midi.
I would have had Dom on like gold. Hey, Dom.
Yeah, I want to shoot a corner 3, see if I can hit that shit. Green light! I ain't know it's gonna be green light.
Sound like a wind.
What I'm doing? I'm doing. What I'm doing, babe? What am I doing? I want you to know.
Necklace.
My babe necking me right now.
Oh, let's get it.
I'm
A
getting next
bunch of
money,
let's get
babe.
it.
I'm lit.
He
Nah,
gonna
nah.
sit over there and sit on his dick across the phone.
Nigga, oh, nigga. You know, man, so I can drop it off in your jaws. You remember Baby Boy, my son went and saw the dog on it on the phone. I said, girl, I call you back, girl. What is wrong with you?
Oh yeah. I know you gotta start the game off with one of those. Right back.
What a missed shot.
Yeah. I know how it go. Then I do some shit just to get it back magically. Oh my god. Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Oh my god, Ray. Reynaldo. Done. Why
One
not?
more, Frag. Come on, Frag.
Had it. Nigga, Mike wanna be a fire right now. So I told you.
I'm not
Mike
shooting
make my
first, I'm shooting second.
playmaker easy.
Go to the rock first.
Mike my playmaker sharpshooter. He's gonna be OD.
My pure shooter's gonna be a savage. I already know. 6'10" shooting guard, like niggas ain't holding. And I got up and under badge.
A little with some stuff.
Shot creator. It's either a sharpshooter shot creator or a sharpshooter playmaker. One of those girls gotta go down.
You should do shot creator.
And he still get dunked. My for Ray. Oh my god, that bounce. Out the way, Mike. Don't hurt yourself.
Why you don't be doing pro food? You're a good man, right? What do you think?
Yo, that fadeaway was nice.
Oh, see that reverse dunk would have been. Oh my god.
Wow. Take that off there.
Let me teach the young buck.
Nah, it's good that you got layups, bro. Because you actually like doing layups.
Oh my
That's
god.
what's up for me.
That's awesome. That's all.
Because I think rebounding
That's
is
because I
useless.
thought you was going to switch.
Like, I be snagging on niggas.
I
The
want to go
pass.
upstairs.
That's an automatic bucket. Niggas are baby from.
Alright, he's fine.
Good shit, Ray. It's an automatic bucket. Let him work.
Oh,
Good.
it would have looked so
You're
nice.
not chasing that rebound.
Oh my god.
Look how he slides through there.
Oh, he a bum. I'm out. Oh my god, I'm a bum.
No.
What kind of layup was that?
Loader.
That was some stupid shit. Should have banged it. Oh yeah, Mike. Yeah, that block sound is hilarious.
They sound like a fucking dodgeball.
Yeah, dude.
Oh shit. 3 seconds. Don't pass.
Yeah.
Mike. Good rebound, Ray. Oh my god. Good lord.
Should have stayed in the corner, nigga. Oh, pick up for me.
Step up, Mike.
My fault. Oh yeah, he bummed it. He bummed it too.
He bumped it too.
No, he didn't. It's because you said something.
Oh yeah. Dirty. Damn, Ray, they not letting me hit you, boy.
Watch out.
Oh yeah. Fuck that nigga up. Oh my god.
Got him.
Oh my god.
I'm on shoes fine. Yeah. Why you listen to that?
All them niggas came towards me.
No, man.
They was like, where'd he go? Oh, fuck. Alright, we gotta score. My guy. Like that pullback
This is
though, right?
good.
Oh, Mike.
Mike, Lord.
Corner.
Wrong corner.
Good lord.
Bye.
Niggas doing over there.
Good, man, good. Alright. don't need nobody to hold you no more. You move on your own. Oh, I'm nothing on the phone.
Yo, once that post spin is Hall of Fame, it's a GG.
I knew they was gonna keep making that shit with you, bro. They sucking. Looking for you in 2 years.
Probably gonna have to play like 2 more. You're about to be a 90?
89.
Nigga gonna have the bike soon.
Come on, man.
We see you.
About to be 89. What?
You trying to walk so. Don't let her push her back over there.
Hard twice. Coach has to go that shit, though.
Trying to get that shit right there. Go ahead.
Oh, nigga walked right up to that.
Good lord.
Yeah, because I was looking at the baby.
So looking at the baby, then might.
I'm getting my phone, so
Critical.
come on, go push her back over there.
What kind of
Yeah, I
request
feel
is
like she
good?
leaning the fall on it, so. He said he got it.
The good thing is that little nigga fire as fuck.
All right.
I ain't trusted.
Come here, he said.
That was mine.
Trusted neither. That's why that's mine.
Oh shit.
Make sure.
I can hit that, trust me. Let's see.
Oh, he a bomb.
Oh, man, we're gonna show you how to work that.
Burger's gone.
Fuck. Got him. Oh my god. This nigga just killed me.
Yeah, baby. Oh, he helping?
Alright. That's how they blocking him.
They was watching the last game, though. Remember, they seen the post. Probably said, help him on that post, bro. I heard him. That was a
I
banger.
was already pressing it. Down low. Oh, I got it. Ooh.
That's what I wanted him to say. Got that swag.
Oh, good D.
Come on, man. No.
Corner. Let's see if it's real.
What happened?
It's not real.
Done.
And it's all foul. Damn, I wanted to hit that so bad.
Wow. Nigga pushed me in naked bed.
They saying you pulled that nigga.
Come on.
Oh, he's snagging.
No, bro.
Fuck.
Fake ass Anthony Davis. Oh yeah, got a 3 in the bag, Mike. Hurt. Dude.
Oh, I didn't get that rebound. Damn, we getting killed by some whack niggas. Like these niggas.
We ain't over yet. I got fucking off-white on, nigga. Done. Oh, alright, cool. Done. Good shit, Ray. Come on, Mike. Dirty, Mike. Yo, you fucking making the latest passes, bro. You fucking big ass asshole, bro. Whole little sleep over there. Look at this nigga. Silence nigga right quick. Mike Wilder.
My son was on the animation.
Oh,
Oh yeah, thank you. That's what we wanted. Oh my god.
first of all, that man's amazing. Download, download. First of all, that man's amazing.
Come on, fellas. Need some Jesus out here.
Want some cake or some shit. I need something sweet. No sweets in it. Ain't got cake. You serious? I maybe my money.
This shit right
Oh, come on. Nigga really hit some stupid shit.
Tyrese gonna fuck you up like that.
Jesus
Fuck you up
Christ.
like that.
Give me that.
Oh yeah, get to Mike. Oh, I wanted that spear. I think he gonna catch me, but I'm not jumping for nothing. Never. Say no more. I'm not letting him say it again. That's a two.
Why?
Get back.
Mine. No. Yes.
Mike, all the way, Mike. Eat a D.
Let's get it.
Go.
He missed that.
Dead
That's what
ass.
you get for doing that square step back shit.
Damn, they really thought they had it too. And then a fast break. That's the worst.
Oh, they dead suck my dick. Nigga put me on 99.8.
I told you gonna have to pay one more.
Yeah, that's worth spinning the block because we don't want to spin.
Only five, almost catching up. About to be 10 losses.
Get in position. Alright.
Come on, I should have right to red. I threw that. Okay. Come on, Super. Oh, come
Oh,
on. Let it. Oh, come on. Higher come on.
No, shit.
that
All right.
ass.
Yo, my fault. I should have pulled that over the fucking rookie.
You know that shit.
This nigga's a 76, my dude.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Get the fucking pass, my G.
I had to make sure both defenders was on it.
Give me that. Oh my god, I just saw that. What those fucking passes?
This nigga's a shooter. Good
Okay.
foul.
Give me that. Pass my shit. Yeah, give me that. What you talking about, nigga? You already know what time it is, Ray.
Bang, bang. One more.
Oh, they heat up.
One more.
Nah. That's good, though. This one is good.
I know it is.
Good,
I
my
know it is.
Like, my fault, but that's good. I ain't gonna lie. This fucking
Oh my lord, this nigga's amazing. About to pick him up.
Oh, Mike. I hate you.
You wasn't open, bro. Trust.
That was open.
I'm
He
oh.
jumped down the corner. I expect to shoot on goal. Boom, boom. It all works out.
What this nigga think he is? What's your mother?
Oh.
Done.
I wasn't even close to that shit. And then they just like animated me over there.
Oh, yeah, we take that. See, Ray. Another game in the bag.
I'm about to buy some dunk
Ray, you
packages.
gotta take this shit one game at a time, man. Your record will be looking better than ever.
My shit was looking better without you, though. I'm making it seem like your help.
That's not, though, because
I was just at 60, 80,
I'm
bro.
not big help right now, so that's what you gonna say? Alright.
Nah, Ray, you do.
I'm
I want
goofing.
T-Ray to go to the rack.
Oh no, he better not. Oh, I'm goofing for real. Oh, that was a two. That was a two.
He wild, and he wanted the three. He tight.
Oh, not yet. I ain't passing. Bitch.
Lord.
Why you do that to yourself? Why you do that to yourself, boy?
Another game in a row. Come on, boy.
See? Why? Why already? Just seen her. She just got up. When did you got to see her?
Hey, I got relentless finisher, gold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh.
Don't front. Nobody get off. Yet. Get some attribution real quick.
Maybe there's somebody gonna come get on our side.
Shut up. Ooh, your boy 89. That fast.
Don't play that game as an idiot, nigga. So, only two niggas in the squad, was it? Not letting you put my phone up. So me too. Well, I'm at what, 70 something percent?
I'm no punk, bitch.
What you eating? What do you say? You so that was it. Out of 90s is still up there. Heard it. Nigga with the fake babe shit, heard it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'll definitely be checking you out, bro. Just leave a sub and a like, and I got you. The block. That was a steal. I'm out.
Oh my god, he tried to violate. My fault, Ray. I was supposed to body bag him like that.
Ain't no thing. Oh man, we fucking up.
Heard him.
Okay. I had no faith.
For Domino's. Give me a 10 plus. Come on, fire up. Let's go. I'm on my shooting shit right now. Get off of him. I'm on my shooting shit right now. I'm on my shooting shit right now. Come on, man. I'm not going to the rack anymore. Watch me on the three now. Fuck it. I don't want to lose.
Oh, good shit. Come on. The ball went through me twice.
Come on, that's on my block. I kind of got confused with the rap.
Fuck. Why go behind the back? This shit, Mike.
Come on, watch out. Open up. Oh. Oh, come on. Why he do that fast? Knockdown.
Get it.
Oh, my fault, bro. I thought he was going to post her.
He did set it up, though.
You're right. That was me. We still got it, though. Fuck it.
Oh, damn.
Oh, bad pass. You should have let me beat him. You should have let me beat him. Good read.
Oh, no, he didn't.
In the 360. Why he followed me? Let Ray work for the last basket so we get the 3 out to us. Told him, I'm here. I'm right there, man.
My fault, bro. He was so wide open.
They on that, man. Good defense. He just body bag and shit. Yum, yum, nigga. Anyway, he could come back, I think. That's the defense.
Get red, get red.
Defense.
Let's make the last basket hard to get.
Come on.
Fuck.
Yo, man. How does it feel? Yeah, I'm hungry. My limitless range about to be on silver. Too bad we can't spin the block because somebody's there and I'm not. Now I do what I want. Now I do what I want.
Hold on, let me hit the store real quick. I want to get some packages.
Store like what store? What store you talking about?
The in-game store. I want to put some animations.
I heard it. I couldn't even put my phone up. Nigga stuck on fuck.
I can't get shit yet. Alright, we out. I disappeared.
See you come off the team and you niggas still waiting on that 7 game for somebody to pull up. I'd have been got off that.
I just playing, yeah, they better start it off. I don't want to risk another low. I do. I do.
Alright, where you at?
That's 6. Huh? Gentleman who? Where? Now look at it. Oh, come on, boy. I thought this was shit. 6 and 9. Yo, get on the spot right here. I want something though. I want pizza. I want thin crust pepperoni and sausage pizza. I want the triple chocolate meltdown. I want 2 triple chocolate meltdowns. One for me. I want both of them for me. Like both of the cakes. I don't want like get half of it. I want the whole 2 cakes. They don't got ice cream there? Alright, so just give me the 2 cakes. Unless I don't want that. Yeah, I want the 2 cakes. Triple chocolate meltdown. Huh? You want the cinnamon twist? You getting it? You trying it? You trying it? That's what you doing? Wow. No, not get to get one. Mm-mm. Who? Who? I can't hear it. You just driving me. I gotta pay you to eat. Heard it. Heard it. That's cool. I will pay. If it's $6, I buy it. My baby gotta eat. That's it. Simple. No ifs, ands, buts about it. There you go. Alright, but was I supposed to give you 10 before? No? Alright, so get my turn. Just get my turn. Simple. My fucking change. You got $10 on you. You got $10 on you. Yeah, but
Everybody get a percentage from the athlete the
I'm
entire
back
time.
there.
The coaches
I'm about to have 100 losses. Y'all niggas is
leadership
doing
to nurture a player to allow them to be the best they can be. And a lot of times that becomes a parental figure in your life. So of course you're going to lean on that person for advice. The same with your college coach. Your college coach is able to get money from the school, the shoe company, the TV deal, the radio deals, the endorsements, the appearances. And so at some point, again, when you're a collegiate athlete and it's time to pick an agent, it's time to pick a financial advisor, You might as well ask the guy that just coached you
So hold
and the
up.
guy you see getting multi-millions of dollars.
So during this decision-making process, how aware are you that you may be being manipulated by someone who's financially motivated?
100% aware. Because the other thing you always ask is, who else do they have?
Mm-hmm.
Who else does the agent represent? Who else is signed to the shoe company? Who else is going to sign the letter of intent? Oh, by the
Nigga,
way,
he did that
this,
shit off for
again,
crossing, man,
this is
nigga.
what drives the business. This is how the industry churns over and over again. And so what this sounds like to me, set up, that's truly what it sounds like to me. And we just heard news about Adidas leapfrogging and becoming the #2 brand.
Yep.
All of a sudden, now we hear this. This, to me, sounds like dirty pool.
Yeah. Jalen Rose layering corruption on top of corruption on top of corruption in a very believable manner. Yeah. Jalen Rose, yesterday was media day. All the NBA players dressed up in their uniforms, a lot of new uniforms on older players.
You didn't like the players in their uniforms at the press conference. I saw your tweet.
It just seems silly. It seems silly. It just it's kind of like reminds me of the manager wearing the uniform at the Yankees game. Like, you can wear a team issued hoodie or whatever. I understand Nike's the new, they get the swoosh out there, and some of them have new patches on there, and I get all that. There'll be plenty of time to take press conferences in your uniforms at other times. I know you're going to say, oh, they took pictures, they did all their media for their video boards and all that other stuff. But before you go to the podium, I am most comfortable wearing like a hoodie or wearing a long sleeve t-shirt or a t-shirt. I feel silly wearing a tank top that's made for performance athleticism when I'm just answering questions from nerds like myself.
You said a lot of what you like. Let me tell you how it actually works.
No one cares how it actually works. People care. People don't want to hear from the guy who was in the league for 20 years. People don't want to hear from the guy who was in the locker room about how it really works. People want to hear from the guy who's been on his couch talking about the people that have been in the locker room. That's who the people want to hear from. But I suppose I should share the stage a little bit with my co-host. So please cook while I sleep.
It works like this. This is team issue gear, and we need you to wear it.
Okay.
Come on, today I wasn't even doing that.
Dictate what socks you wear? What flair do you get to put on it?
How high or how low?
Okay, what about hoodie Mello? Mello's like, I'm leaning into this hoodie Mello thing. I'm going to wear a hoodie underneath the uniform. Soft move or boss move, wearing the under the uniform?
It's a boss move to own your alter ego.
No. See, I'm going the other way. It doesn't feel organic anymore. It feels like he's forcing it now. That's how I feel. Like, I kind of feel like at first it was natural. He actually explained the origin story of Hoodie Mello. He said that he wore a beanie because he was cold one day, didn't have a haircut, and then he liked the way it felt, and it was warm, so they started wearing the hoodie. But then people started calling him Hoodie Mello.
Man,
and now he's wearing a hoodie underneath a uniform. Like, that is extremely uncomfortable.
Typical media guy. I got you right
Intelligent,
now.
observant, understanding, eloquent, articulate. That's what you mean by typical media guy, right?
I'm about to grapple you right here. How about this?
Okay.
So let me get this right. You had a problem with everybody looking the exact same wearing their team issue jersey.
Yes.
But yet you're going to complain about the one guy that did something different.
Jalen, I understand there may be a little bit of hypocrisy there.
But I'm
also not just a media guy. I'm also an old guy. And the older you get, the more you feel about comfort. I just want clothes that are comfortable on me. My wife has been like, look, you've totally given up. You wear basketball shorts all weekend, sweatpants the second you get home. And I was like, yes, because I feel good in that. One thing that does not feel good: tank top on top of a hoodie. That's never a boss move to me. It's never going to be a boss move to me, no matter what the circumstances are.
Word up.
All right. There has been some resulting sound from Media Day that's been quite interesting in my mind. Reggie has some of that, which he's going to play out if he's ready. Here's Kyrie on the earth being flat in that whole thing.
It was all an exploitation tactic. It proved exactly what I thought it would do in terms of how all this works, and it created a division, or literally like stand up there and let all these people throw tomatoes at me, or to like have somebody think that I'm somehow this different intellectual person because I think that or because I believe that the world is flat and you think the world is round. They created exactly that.
Oh, so he did it on purpose, huh?
Oh, yeah, so he wasn't just goofing around on a podcast saying something. He was using it as a social experiment to make people think that I had this different level of intellect, and it was all a manipulation tactic that I was pulling on the media. Come on, man, you're just goofing around. You sound stupid now. That's what happened. Like, we all know what happened, Kyrie. You said something stupid. Everyone called you out for saying something stupid instead of saying, you know what, I said something stupid one day. It wasn't a big deal. He's like, I was just doing a social experiment upon which I create this fallacy that I believe the earth is actually flat, and the media members that I've manipulated will think that I believe that, and I will sit back and observe as people react one way or the other. Come on, Kyrie. You're just lying.
Since I did that, I knew it would cause
I don't got that bad yet. I
among
don't know how he
those
gonna
who were
listen to
covering
shit.
it and try to put me in a position to where I have to talk about it. It's all good, family.
It's all right, Kyrie. You were just goofing around one day. Whether you think the earth is flat, you don't think the earth is flat, you were just goofing around. You were not trying to create a stir and, you know, using it as a social experiment to learn about sociology.
Yeah,
You're just lying.
Like
Next, we have a little sound from Earl Smith, also known as J.R. Smith.
What's he been like this summer?
A jerk. Honestly, he's a jerk because he calls me at 6:30 in the morning and asks me what I'm doing. Obviously, I'm asleep. Only you wake up at the crack of dawn and go work out. So he's been a jerk.
LeBron James, is he a jerk for calling JR at 6:30 in the morning and asking what he's doing?
Well, he probably said that after they get off the phone. He's like, Dwayne Wade coming, he's starting in your spot.
I was gonna be a poster. He know what time it is.
Dwayne Wade's gonna start your spot, JR. You should probably wake up at 6 and start working out.
You want to continue to win conference championships?
You should probably get some shots up. You should do
I'm
that.
gonna get you.
Come on,
Coach
baby.
Lou's gonna get you the same amount of looks coming in off the bench. You and D Rose.
Your money's not going to change, JR, but your minutes are. Money's going to stay the same. Minutes are going to change. Another thing, though, just because, you know, I always look through it through the lens of a parent. He's got a new child at home, Dakota, miracle baby that was in the NICU for a long time. He's got a brand new child at home. Sleep is very important. You know what I mean? You call me at 5 in the morning, but you know I'm up. You know I'm an early riser. But when you got a new baby at home, all bets are off. You got to wait until at least 7:30 a.m. before you start calling Bron. Come on, Bron. And JR, Dwayne's definitely going to start over you. Now we have Hoodie Mello about his potential starting position in Oklahoma.
Or even coming off the bench. And the second question is...
Who, me?
Yeah, bro.
I guess that answers that part.
I mean, I don't know where that started, where that came from.
Fuck it, I don't care if it's a W. I need that to add on my W. Fuck
P,
you,
said I gotta come off the
add my
bench.
W.
I love
What
it.
did he call? Hey, who?
P, I think he's talking to Paul George.
Got it.
Who's adjoining. He's not coming off the bench. He didn't waive a no-trade clause to come off the bench.
So here's something that functions in a team dynamic. And I'm not going to overstate this, but I just want to use this as a team teachable moment.
It doesn't look like it. It's
So
look low.
if you feel like that about coming off the bench, man, the guy that actually comes off the bench, you now have demeaned publicly what that role truly means to a basketball team.
Oh, that's nice. I like that angle.
Checking off you out of here, me and Ray Kell on the
When
series,
it's all for
regardless.
one for all, we try to show each other that everybody's role is just as important.
Of course.
The guy that gets the headline, the guy that makes the game-winning shot.
The guy that sets the game-winning pick, and
No
the guy
doubt
who's
about
the
it.
game-winning look at practice.
But I understand a guy that's going into the Hall of Fame and will have his number retired by the New York Knickerbockers.
Now you just
Feeling
said
a
that.
certain type
You just
of way
said-
about
now-
that question.
Now, see, the Hall of Fame thing I'll let you get away with, but they are not retiring 7 in Madison Square Garden. I promise you that. Based on what he did while he was there, not gonna be able to do it. Sometimes you just say stuff to see if I'm listening. I understand the Hall of Fame. I'm not even listening then. When you say number retired, it's like, oh, hold up. You just seen if I'm listening, aren't you? Put number 7 in the rafters at Madison Square Garden. Please. I'll put Steve Novak up there before I put Carmelo up there. Please. We're putting David Lee up there. We'll put Jalen Rose up there before Carmelo's up there. Get out of here, man. I'm done with this segment. I'm out of here. If you call 985-80 Jalen, you can leave us a voicemail. Leave us a voicemail, we'll play it on the show. Ladies! Hey, ladies! It is Tuesday. That means tomorrow is Woman Crush Wednesday. We'll be
You get my sister away for that.
tomorrow. So make sure you call in and leave your voicemails. Ladies, call 985-80 Jalen. Leave a voicemail tomorrow. We'll play it on the show just like this.
What up, though? This is Marcus from Alabama, longtime listener of the pod while working. Got a question for you guys. Boss move or soft move? Now that the Cavs have had their media day and Isaiah Thomas is clearly wearing number 3 this season, would it be a boss move or a soft move if Dwayne Wade goes there and Isaiah Thomas did not to wear the number 3?
I know that shit.
Keep getting them checks, fellas. Get at me.
Great question. Great question.
One of the best questions ever.
It's a great question because here's what it is. Let's imagine that Dwayne Wade didn't want to turn a new leaf and he really wanted to stick with 3 because he's been 6 before. He's moved around a little bit. But if he didn't, it's just the start of a negotiation in which Isaiah Thomas holds most of the leverage.
I've been there. Done that.
Explain.
Traded from...
Can't even remember, you got traded so many times.
Correct.
Toronto?
Traded from Chicago to Toronto. Someone already had number 5.
Okay. Whoever it was.
And I'm almost sure it cost me a pretty coin.
So how much are we talking?
To get it
How's
done.
the negotiation starting? How many back and forths is it? Is it contentious? Is it not contentious? Like, I can see it going. If it was me, I like contentious conversations with my friends and colleagues. So I would let it drag out for a while. I would tell you how important the number 5 is to me and how I've been playing so well with it. And I don't
I'm perfecting my shot, so get off my body. If you don't get hit, you get hit with shotty.
Like, it all depends on who.
You get hit with shotty.
It all depends on who has the number.
Mm-hmm.
Did Isaiah Thomas wear number 3 in Boston? So therefore, he's changing his number because of something that he feels is sentimental to him.
Yeah, stop fucking doubting me, nigga. Leave me alone.
To get the number, a future Hall of
You don't fucking want to wear my whole flight. Take that shit
to get
off.
the number from a current All-Star who just so happens to be injured possibly until All-Star break. The negotiations work both ways.
I like that too. Be like, you're not even going to be on the court for half the season. What you need the number 4 when you be wearing a suit? You're not signed to this team past next year.
So a future Hall of Famer in Dwayne Wade joining forces with LeBron James in Cleveland. The first step of the Banana Boat crew trying to become a super team. And remember, you've heard it here first on this program. I clearly said.
All right, Charlie.
Isaiah Thomas may have to end up on his 3rd team in 3 years to get his big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Because CP3 has 1 year in Houston. Don't be surprised at the end of this year if he also ends up in Cleveland with Bron and Wade.
And remember where you heard it first, because if you're CP3 and Houston's got this offer, Houston necessarily hasn't made the extension offer yet. They want to see how it all plays out. If it doesn't go great, maybe it's an injury, maybe it's an early exit from the playoffs, and maybe Houston's saying, you know what, maybe James Harden is the point guard, maybe we don't need this secondary ball handler on the team. And Chris Paul says, you know what, maybe I don't need to be in the Western Conference with the Thunder and with the Warriors and with the Spurs. Maybe I can just go over to the Eastern Conference and make the finals for the first time in my career and play with my brothers Dwayne Wade and LeBron James.
Absolutely. So, with that being said, Dwayne Wade does end up with number 3. I think it's going to cost him $25,000.
I like that you put a number on it. Do you think it was the price that high when back in Toronto, or is it Canadian dollars
I think it was $10,000.
Inflation?
Cost me 10.
You write a check for that? You go to the bank, get cash? How's it work?
No, we're not doing cash with those transactions.
Thank you so much for the call, Marcus. Great call. Let's listen to the next voicemail. Don't forget, ladies, call 985-80 Jalen. Leave us voicemails for Woman Crush Wednesday.
What's going on, fellas? This is Evan from Cleveland. I have a question. So when you guys hit it big, like pardon the interruption or something like that, I assume when you go on breaks, they'll just bring in guest hosts like they do on PTI all the time. So who would you guys pick to replace yourself? Jalen, you have to pick a former basketball player. Jacoby, you got to pick, no offense, a non-athlete. I'd be interested to know what you guys think about that. Shout out, Reg. Keep giving the people what they want.
This is easy. Can I go first?
Of course.
If I was going to replace this program, it will be Charles Barkley and Bill Simmons.
Oh yeah, that's easy. That's easy. Light work. Charles Barkley and Bill Simmons. The salary's gotta go up though. You know what I mean? You know, because there's some tells me that Charles and Bill are gonna demand a little bit more in the marketplace than Jay and Jacoby. So we might get a call, be like, I know that we canceled y'all last week, but we decided that maybe we want to reignite this reunion and see what happens. No replacing Jalen and Jacoby here on ESPN Radio. Thanks so much for the call.
Nobody.
Evan in Cleveland. Let's listen to the next voicemail.
Hello, Jalen and Jacoby. Big fan. Listen to the podcast every day. So I just saw on the news that BOB is starting a fundraising to see if the Earth is flat. And I just want to ask, why do we care? How does this affect us? What if we find out that the Earth is the shape of a pizza? What difference is it going to make in our lives? I guess it's going to be like, oh, cool, our Earth is the shape of a pizza. But what is this really going to do? What's going to change? Just answering, just here asking a question, wondering why people are so interested. Keep up the great work.
So, this dude just kind of blew my mind. I love this. We have great calls today. I love this call, too, because this dude just blew my mind. I do not think that the Earth is flat, right? I do not believe that. But when he brought up the pizza thing, I was like, ooh, maybe the Earth isn't exactly perfectly spherical, as we all believe, but it is continuous if you were to travel around it the way a pizza is. Sometimes you're on the cheese side, flip over to the crust size. I think that we just broke scientific ground here. The Earth is not flat. It is not a sphere. It's actually the shape of a pizza.
And if so, it must be deep dish.
Is that a failed test from this caller?
Yep. Pretty much, because I got to say this as well. The reason why we care, because there are really intelligent people who work in science. That it's important for them to know the information so that we can progress as a society. I will point that out.
Okay. I also want to point something out. When B.O.B., I saw this news story too, because you know I read the entire internet every single day. And I saw this news story as well, and I was like, you know what? I'm really glad that B.O.B. is fundraising to help these people that were hurt by natural disasters. You know, I was like, oh, he's fundraising for Puerto Rico, or he's fundraising for Florida, or he's fundraising for Texas in the Gulf. And then I was like, oh, wait, he's fundraising to see if the Earth is flat. B.O.B., while I like some of your songs, you're not exactly Jay-Z, you're not exactly Kanye, you're not exactly Dr. Dre. You're not going to get the same pull in the fundraising world as these luminaries would. And when your cause is, so that you're already not going to raise that much just based on your stature, B.O.B., no shots. Secondly, when your cause is to find out if the Earth is flat, now you're losing even a bigger percentage of the people that would have given. Let's say you got 100% of the people that would have given to a cause, and then you got B.O.B. that cuts it down to like 30%, and then the cause is finding out the Earth is flat. You're down to like 0.5% of the people that originally would have given to your cause. No shots at B.O.B. No shots to people who think the Earth is flat. Oh wait, tons of shots to people who think the Earth is flat. Let's listen to the next voicemail.
Hi, Jalen Jacoby. Shout out Reggie. This is Eric from Peoria, Arizona. Just wanted to give a shout out to lizards out there. Me and my wife had a bearded dragon named Draco. He would greet us when we got home. He would turn his beard black when we didn't turn the lights off at night. So lizards can and are great pets. Thanks. Bye.
This Tears of Pet thing is really just captured the audience's imagination and passion.
We need pictures.
One of our producer who doesn't like it when we say his name, but he exists.
Curtis, shout out.
Nope, not saying it. He does not like us to say his name. He just brought up this thing about different tiers of pets. And he established the first tier and the second tier from pets that would respond to you, pets that would interact with you. And it really touched a nerve with those of amongst our listeners that do happen to have tier 2 pets. A bearded dragon I would consider to be a tier 2 pet. However, this gentleman in Peoria, Arizona, thinks that his bearded dragon is actually a tier 1 pet because it does interact with him. And when you say you need pictures, I do believe he sent us a tweet about 2 days ago with a picture of his bearded dragon. And his fiance, you know?
Beautiful family.
Beautiful family. Tier 2 pet. Like,
I'm rolling with you also on
Tier 2
that one.
pet. Come on, it's a lizard. It's a lizard.
But I guess he gets tier one attention.
Yeah, you can give a tier 2 pet tier 1 attention. It's just not giving you tier 1 attention back. Wait till you have a kid. You'll forget that Draco ever existed. Let's listen to another voicemail.
Yo, Jalen and Jacoby, what's up? My name is Shamani from Rockford, Illinois. And Jalen, I had a quick question for you. Now, NBA 2K18 just dropped last Friday. Well, I believe 2 Fridays ago to be exact. Not too sure. I don't fact check. But have you seen the rating on the all-time Indiana Pacers team? They're pretty jacked. They got you at about 87 with like 25 badges, balling out. And I like you, Jalen Rose, and all. Real talk, I really do. But I don't think they should have rated you that high for somebody who's never been a career All-Star. I don't know. What do you think? Shout out, Reg. Keep giving the people what they want. I love the podcast. I'm planning on trying to make one myself. Peace out.
See, he did a thing that you do. You know what I mean? Where you shower with so many compliments that you try to hedge the insult with it. Maybe he's like, I love the show. Your whole team is jacked. They got you on there. But for real, you should be an 87. It's just like, thank you for the compliments, I guess, Shamani from Rockford, Illinois.
Shout out. Yeah, I have nothing to do with it. I mean, hey.
It's a nice number, though. 87's a nice number. 87's a nice number,
yeah,
Jay.
I mean, I can understand. Here's the thing. If I was a 97, I could see him complaining.
Exactly. Like, that's not even
But
a B+.
87, that is playing at an all-star level. But more importantly, it's about what's the strength of my game. So I would think the strength of my game ain't to be a lockdown defender.
No.
But if I'm an 87, I should be getting buckets.
You're getting buckets. I think they have you way too high as passing. You know what I mean? I think that's what throws off your number. They have your passing. I saw someone sent me a screenshot. Your passing's pretty high. I've seen a lot of Jalen Rose highlights in my day. Don't remember a lot of dimes.
People underestimate the fact that actually that was one of my better attributes.
Okay, that's what you think. Okay.
You know what my career high in assists is in a game?
In a game? But here's the thing is I know you probably woke up one day and decided to get your career high in assists.
What do you think my career high of assists in a game is?
You played a lot of games. I'm going to say 16.
20.
Really?
And I also had about 20 points in that game, too.
Good for you, Jalen Rose. One more voicemail. Don't forget, ladies, call 985-80-JALEN. Leave us a voicemail message. We will play it tomorrow in the show.
Hey, guys. Nate from St. Louis here. Love the podcast. I listen every day at work, and I'm actually calling you from work. So I recently got a promotion to an executive level position, and so I've started dressing nicer. I'm trying to keep my look real fresh. Took your advice on the undershirt thing and quit wearing undershirts, so it looks much better. Thanks for that. But with that, man, I'm trying to keep like my look fresh and look good, and so soft move or boss move, taking my shirt off and hanging it up in the stall when I have to go number 2. Also, soft move or boss move using poopery at work so that I don't offend anybody now that I have a more executive level position. By the way, it gets really cold with no shirt on when you're in the bathroom going number 2. So could you send me a Jalen and Jacoby t-shirt to keep me warm? Hey guys, again, love the podcast. Keep giving the people what they want. Keep getting them checks. God bless.
Wait a second. Nate wants us to send him a t-shirt so he can just strictly take deuces in it? Like like the way you sleep in pajamas, he wants a specific Jalen Jacoby deuce shirt?
Well, he got an office now, so he want to keep it in his office, and every time he goes to the bathroom, want to take us with him?
And you know all of his colleagues will be like, oh, there goes Nate walking to the bathroom with his poop shirt. I don't want to be associated with that. Nate, you got to come up with a better reason to get a t-shirt than that.
But we got to give him one regardless. A couple of things. Everything you mentioned, both questions were boss moves. One, the potpourri, absolutely. Just because you go in and handle your business, that don't mean the person that follows you need to smell it.
I worked with an executive who will remain nameless, and he was like, I can't go number 2 at work. He's like, people look at me as a leader. People look at me as someone they look up to in times of crises. He's like, I don't want them to see my shoes underneath the stall. Continue.
That's one. 2, having the new responsibilities and leadership, that's great. I'm glad you're dressing better.
Congratulations to Nate.
Being more disciplined. That's what a leader does. Dots the I's and crosses the T's.
Shout out.
So yes, it is important to stay fly, stay fresh, and keep that potpourri nearby. Make sure this gentleman gets a shirt, please. Shout out.
I don't know about that, Jay. I don't want to be this. I don't want his uniform of pooping to be the Jalen and Jacoby logo. You know what I mean? I don't know if I want to be associated with that. We'll have an off-ice conversation about this during the break. We have a simple motto on this program. Part of giving the people what they want is opening up our 1-800-Flowers Twitter feed and taking questions from you, our audience. This first question is from Scruggs, and it is brilliant. It is something that we have all overlooked in the NBA. I feel like the Trump tweets and the free agent moves have all distracted us from what's really important, and that is LeBron James's hairline. Scruggs' question is, what happened to bald LeBron thought he was embracing it? There was some social media activity of LeBron James, which he said he was bald, but he wasn't really bald. It was like a zero clip. He had that Doc Rivers kind of like putting green hair going on. And I really thought that this offseason was going to be the year in which he went from faking like he still had hair on top of his head that was surgically put there and actually embracing his natural state, which is bald LeBron. Don't think we're going to get bald LeBron this year. What do you think, Jalen?
You're not playing 82 regular season games over a 9-month period, practicing and being in front of the media each day. So during the off season, you got time to get it right.
Yeah, he's not playing 82 games, by the way. He'll play like 76. You know what I mean? He'll play. You know he's not going to play 82 games. It's LeBron James, please. He's got Jay Crowder there. He's like, that's why he brought in Jay Crowder. Put him in the starting lineup. I'll be in this suit, especially if I'm in Miami. Next question is something I know you love to keep tracks on. This is from Dribble. Dribble Kenshin wants to know, why is Monte Ellis still a free agent?
This is one of those topics that, again, there's a list of individuals, if we were able to acknowledge, like, wow, he's not signed currently. Sometimes it's contractual. At this point, you want to be affiliated with a squad. You want to be at training camp. You want to be at media day. So the longer this prolongs itself, is not necessarily a great look for, say, a player. And Monte Ellis, he's a guy, a couple of years ago, was getting buckets in the game. I still think he has that ability, but the game has changed a lot for people who score off the bounce and aren't necessarily three-point shooters. And so it's interesting that he isn't signed, but if he is going to be signed, it's not because he probably is going to be a starter anymore, clearly, which is why he's not on the roster.
It's interesting because you look at someone like Rajon Rondo, who's at the twilight of his career. You know, he's bounced around a lot, but his ability to be a point guard, call the plays, run the team, pass the ball, move the ball, address who's open, and those sort of things, you can just do longer than someone like Ellis, who's like, here's the ball, score the ball. You know, and he's not necessarily a three-point shooter. He's not necessarily a great defender, not necessarily a great passer. He's a great scorer with the basketball in his hands. And as you get older and those skills diminish, it's hard to lean back on other things. So it's hard to have a long career as truly a scorer. But he already has had a long career. Shout out to Monte Ellis. I think he'll end up in a uniform this year. James has a question for me, and I'm only saying that because I want to answer it. Not specifically written to me. What is something popular now that everyone will be embarrassed by in 5 years? I'll tell you right now. The holes in the jeans. You know what I mean? We got tattered jeans. People got 35 holes on each leg, holes in the back. It was one thing when you just have one hole in each knee. I can rock with that a little bit. I would never wear it, but I understand it. But you got holes up and down your thighs, holes in your shins. You're paying $1,000 for some torn up jeans. It's just like, we're going to look at pictures of these people, and I'm not talking about basketball players. I mean regular civilians. You are going to look at pictures of yourself. Right now, if you were listening to this, and you wear holes in your jeans, I'm not saying you don't look good. I'm not saying you're not fresh. I'm old. It's not my thing. If I was 24, I'd probably have holes in my jeans too. But what I am saying is this is a phase, a silly phase. You will grow out of it, and you'll be, I cannot believe I used to buy jeans for $300 a piece that already had holes in them back in 2017.
My answer is getting tattoos of individuals that aren't in your family.
It's a great point.
On your body.
Great point. Next, this is from the Ohio U Bobcats.
Shout out.
I'm not sure it's an official account, but I'll take it. Shout to them. Butter, syrup, or both on pancakes. And you know I'm all waxing. I do not respect pancakes as a breakfast option. I do not respect pancakes as a food. I think they are a vehicle for other things such as butter and syrup. They do not taste good by themselves. A couple bites is nice, but I would never want a full stack of pancakes as my breakfast. That being said, butter or syrup on your pancakes, or both.
Yep. I'm just going to ignore your diatribe about pancakes because pancakes are great. I think waffles are better.
It was more of a monologue.
Yep. I say both.
Both.
Butter and syrup.
I prefer both, but as I've gotten more health conscious, I've had to pick, and I'm going with syrup.
What?
For Jacoby, this is from Chilling the Most.
Shout out.
Have you ever been to a job fair? Any advice? I have been to a job fair. I've gotten a job at a job fair before. Shout to Skyride. It's a virtual reality flight simulator housed inside of the Empire State Building. It's still there in some capacity. I worked there for 3 years, hustled a lot of tourists. I had a commission-based system. I was making more money hustling tourists in my sophomore year than I was through most of my career at ESPN. Like, let's be honest, let's be real. So my advice for you going to a job fair is make an impression. A lot of people are going to go up. A lot of people are going to shake hands. Have high energy. Have a cup of coffee. Have a huge smile on your face. And you got to do something to stick out from the crowd. Don't dress crazy. Don't act crazy. Just be enthusiastic. And then these people want to look at you and say, I want that person around me every single day. I want that level of enthusiasm, that happiness, that passion. I want that around me every day. And then once you get the job, you can totally tone it down. Next, this is from our co-producer, the greatest mail carrier in the land, Big Crown. This is for you, Jalen Rose. How does nightlife in OKC compare to NYC?
What? Oh, it's the difference between night and day. Like,
It's very
totally different.
Literally the difference between night and day. Like, you can still find nightlife during the day in New York City. You will not find it at night in OKC.
Look at it like this. In New York City, you could take a nap, go to dinner at midnight, and then go hit the spot. In OKC, the restaurants closed at 10.
I was in Oklahoma City. It's actually a really fun town to hang out in. They get a bad rap. It's not a huge nightlife, but there's some really nice outdoor bars and smiling people and like that little like river walk area. But I was going to a restaurant there. The sign outside normally says like no shoes, no service. You have to wear a shirt or something. This said straight up in huge letters, no firearms. I was like, whoa, the law's different over here. I never knew you had to put a sign outside that said no firearms. Like, I didn't know that was something people were checking for. I was like, man, I'm worried about someone having a firearm now. You had to put that sign out there for some reason.
Yeah.
Next. This is from Cameron.
Shout out.
Can Jalen show me some love and provide a sound effect for the Jets avoiding an 0-16 season like some teams have done in the past?
I don't know if I can do that again.
I don't think I want you to do that again. No. I really appreciate it. I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed listening to Jalen Jacoby on ESPN Radio. Don't forget that you can subscribe to our podcast. You can watch us on ESPN2 and also subscribe to the Nickel Package podcast. It's a football.
And now, Jalen and Jacoby on ESPN Radio.
When I pop the trunk, that's the day. Y'all pop the trunk, I pop the hood.
Now act stupid, I'll pop the trunk. Give me your boom, boom, boom.
He is Jalen Rose.
Huh? What? Who? Me?
Oh, Jalen's not here?
Calm down, bro.
That dude is here today, Marcellus Wiley. Thank you so much for joining us.
Sure,
Here on Jalen Jacoby.
It's your boy.
Came by. Marcellus of Sports Nation.
Keep going.
Marcellus of Kelvin in the afternoon.
Before all that.
Marcellus of the National Football League. Marcellus of Columbia University. Marcellus of Compton. Let's do this.
Los Angeles.
All right.
Welcome to the show. This is what we do every single day. We do the television show and the radio show. When we don't have a radio show, we make sure that we give our podcast listeners exclusive content because we don't want to just give them repurposed television content.
Right.
Because that would just be mailing it in. So what we do, so we have a simple motto in this program. Part of giving people what they want is opening up our voicemail box and our 1-800-Flowers Twitter feed. First of all, the voicemail box. Today is Women Crush Wednesday, where we celebrate all the women in our lives and around the world.
Hey, ladies.
That's exactly what Jalen says every single Wednesday.
I love it.
And we take our first female voicemail. If you call 985-80-JALEN, you can leave us a voicemail just like this.
Hey, Jalen and Jacoby. This is Audra from Miami. I've been listening since Grantland and put my husband onto the pod. I'm calling because I'm a little disappointed. You talk about the women are the smarter of the species and that the WNBA needs more money, and you have Women Crush Wednesday. You haven't talked about the WNBA finals that started on Sunday. This is a rematch from last year's finals, the Lynx versus the Stars. I believe this is the first time in history. 4 of the 5 last MVPs are playing in the finals this year, and the Lynx have been in the last 3 finals. Each game has been determined by 1 or 2 points. So, what's up? How come you guys haven't talked about it? So, now that the series is headed back to LA, are you guys going to go to a game? I know last year you guys talked about showing up, but what's going on? Also, Jalen, you have to go skydiving. It's the most amazing thing. So, shout out.
Shout out. A lot to unpack there.
A lot.
First of all, I watched a lot of the game yesterday. Sparks and Lynx in Minnesota.
Okay.
Went down to the wire. I believe there's a big steal at the end. Foles had 17 rebounds.
Right.
Don't test me on my knowledge.
Okay.
Now it's headed to Los Angeles. I would go. First of all, I need a free ticket.
Free? Why?
Harder to get that is the free time. And I did go to one game 2 years ago, and it was fantastic. I sat courtside.
Okay.
It was great on the baseline.
Yeah. She used up all her data minutes on that voicemail once.
She did. I don't think she got rollover.
Calm down.
She got rollover.
I've been to 2 games before. I'm not interested in going anymore. I know that's not the PC thing to say, but
be real.
I can't do it.
Why not?
I don't like plays that finish with the underhand layup.
Come on.
I'm gonna be respectful.
You are not being respectful.
I am. Here we go. And I'll talk to Lisa Leslie about this before. The ball is smaller. Bring the rim down. Let's see them bang on each other, and I'm all in.
Yep. How many? All right. Do you like it when the Clippers play the Warriors? Would you like to see that game?
All the time.
Okay.
Especially
How
in the
many
West Conference
dunks do you
Finals.
think you see in a game?
How
many dunks do you think you see?
Is Blake healthy?
Yeah, Blake has been healthy for a decade.
Let's say 6.
Okay,
plus or
so
minus.
6 dunks is what you need to see. 6 dunks. 6 dunks is that's the difference between the WNBA game and the NBA game. You're going only for those 6 dunks.
Okay, look, if you read somebody's tweet, too many exclamation points, okay, that's too much. Something's wrong with you. But you need a few in there to give me some emphasis. I don't.
How are you going to do this to Women Crush Wednesday?
I'm just
now you got in trouble with all the women. You got in trouble with Jalen.
I love it. Look,
I like that you're being honest.
I keep it 100. The game right there, when I watch it, I've been to a couple games with my daughter, and we're sitting there and we're like, okay, this is interesting. And it doesn't seem like they have 2 championships every year. Like, it just seems like the Sparks just won like 4 months ago. And be real about it.
It happens every year. So here's the thing: is while we're being honest and real, it's like I do sit here and I respect the WNBA.
Oh yeah.
Action speaks louder than words. Like, how many games have I watched this year, start to finish? 0.
0. How'd you just read off all those stats just now?
Look, I don't have any stats in front of me. I watched the game.
It went down to the finish. It was amazing.
I watched the game and I read about it this morning.
Oh,
I watched the second and third quarter yesterday.
So you giving the cosmetics like you're invested, but in the reality,
the reality of the reality is I've followed the league, but I do not watch the actual games.
Yeah, I'm not on baseball. I'm not on golf for the most part, unless it's the majors. I watch tennis, even if it's not a major, not a big one. But the WNBA, they had me, and I went to 2 games, and I said, all right, that's enough.
I always enjoyed the WNBA live game experience. I mean, I've gone to probably 4 or 5 games here. I've always enjoyed it.
Yeah,
it's always fun.
It's a lot of cosmetics, though. Admit it. Like, it's a carnival.
Fun.
Like, there's almost like they're trying to distract you from the game because you're like, all right, I'm here. Why is this a carnival? Why is there animals? Why is there like
you
parades?
could play in a WNBA game?
Could I? No. They'll smoke me. They'll smoke me. Oh no.
We all know that guy. We all know that guy.
Yeah.
That guy at the bar. That guy at the pickup game who said they can't even dunk. Like, I would put up 30 in that. I want that to happen one day.
Oh no.
We should have some sort of Battle of the Sexes thing where we're just like, just to put a regular loudmouth dude in a WNBA game, just so they can just pick him apart.
Dude, I see the girls that play at the gym sometimes, the YMCA. You just go to 24-hour fitness to see her run. You're like, I can't get on the court with them. So I'm respecting the game. I'm saying the product in terms of entertainment. There are certain sports that we just follow and some we don't, and that's not one for me.
I always like it when there's a female on my pickup team because they always get open jumpers. And they always knock them down.
No one's guarding.
Like for whatever, someone doesn't guard them for some reason. Leave her alone from 15 feet. And I'm just like, oh, here you go. Knock it down. Great shooters. I love female basketball players. Okay. Thank you so much for the call on Women Crush Wednesday.
Shout out.
So sorry, Marcel's crushed all of your dreams.
Yeah, I thought it was Crush Wednesday.
It's Crush Wednesday, like in crush on, like in a good way.
Yes,
see,
that was my
crush
first
the
one.
entire sport. Crush our relationship with the sport. You're gonna get an email from Bob Iger.
No, rookie mistake.
Yeah, you get an email from Bob Iger. You know what network the finals are on, right?
Adam Silver really
You know what network the finals are on, right?
Are they on ESPN?
Next, we have a producer here named Big Crown. He's a mail carrier. I believe he's in Chicago. If you're not in Chicago, I
My
apologize.
family's mail carrier. Mom and dad.
Yeah, he's a mail carrier. He listens every single day. So we call him a co-producer because he always sends in Twitter questions. They're always good.
I love it.
His question for you is, how accurate is the HBO show Ballers? Do you watch Ballers?
Oh, yeah.
I love Ballers. I love Ballers. I'm not going to say it's the best show on the network. I'm not going to say it's Power. I'm not going to say it's Game of Thrones. It's not going to change your life. But if you want to watch a nice, just fun half hour of television, I'm there for it.
Yeah, I guess he's asked me because I was just on episode 9. Respect. I got 2 scenes with Mark Schlereth and everybody.
Wait, what?
Yeah. You got to catch up on your DVR. Get your DVR game up.
It's hard because my wife doesn't watch it. So it's one of those shows.
She's off of Ballers? Why? She doesn't like it?
I don't know. And she knows JD too.
You know, it's realistic as much as like when going to college in Columbia, New York, everyone was like, yo, is Boys in the Hood real? I'm like, yeah, every single thing in that movie happened, but not all in one day, damn it. And not all in one summer. But it all happens. And same thing with Ballers. Yeah, they go to the extreme. They sensationalize it, but every element of that show is real. Guys are going through some of the stuff you see off the field. Mentally, some of the guys are just out in the streets all the time, just hanging out, partying,
well, you
and
know,
distracted.
Ricky Jarrett got post-concussion syndrome, which I had just this year. Same thing. Remember I talked about it on Sports Nation a little bit?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't eat a bunch of avocados or punch a white dude in the face and go inside of his kitchen.
Right.
But,
drive around your Ferrari.
Yeah, it was more like I just kind of had a headache for a couple months, but like that was it. Yeah, man.
Damn, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
How you know you're good?
I'm good. I use it as an excuse now. Now when I get something they name wrong or get a fact wrong, I'm just like, oh, post-concussion syndrome. That's what happened.
Man, what'd you feel? How'd it happen?
Oh, it's embarrassing. I lie about it sometimes, but the truth of the matter is I'm always going to speak truth in the microphone. Yeah. This dude was throwing a full-court pass, and in a freak play, I got hit in the head with it like point blank.
Ooh.
So I get hit with the ball, not an elbow. I didn't dunk and then hit my head on the floor. Right. It wasn't cool. It was like I got hit in the head with a really hard full-court pass from point blank.
You know what's crazy about that? You got off lucky. Let me tell you, 8th grade, I got beat up by a guy, Brian Bimbo. I threw a full-court pass.
Staff, please Google Brian Bimbo right now. Google Brian Bimbo, Los Angeles.
He's the same height he was in 8th grade, 5'2". And I threw the pass, hit him, and then he started chasing me. I'm the fastest dude in the school. You're not catching me. We jog around for like 20 minutes. I'm laughing. I'm like, you're never going to catch me. Finally, I stopped. Brian was my friend, and I had made a mistake. So I go out to give him that. My bad. I'm sorry. Yeah. Right in front of my girlfriend, Davita Adams.
Smoked me. Google Davita Adams.
Yeah, she fine. Broke my nose. I was sitting there in blood in 8th grade. You can't return to school for 2 weeks. I was broke down.
Really?
2 weeks. He broke my nose.
One punch?
One hit a quitter. I was out. Blood everywhere.
I've broken my nose like 7 times. We'll tell those stories another time.
There it is.
Next question we have. This is from Cody.
Shout out.
Cody says, is it a failed drug test that D. Jacoby thinks that Jacoby Brissett will replace Andrew Luck as the face of the Colts franchise? First of all, he's misquoting me. I didn't say Jacoby Brissett was going to be the face of the Colts franchise.
I hope not.
It's going to be the face of the league.
What?
It's going to be the face of the league.
Really?
Tom Brady who? Jacoby Brissett learned from Tom Brady, and he's going to take over as the face of the league. This is a totally unbiased opinion, too, just based on his skills alone.
I thought you always spit the truth in the microphone.
Nothing to do with his first name happened to be the same as my last name.
Oh, there we go.
Nothing to do with that whatsoever.
All right, now you're making some sense.
You have to admit, you've been pretty impressed, though.
I know, he's good. Look, he's a spark plug for that offense. They looked anemic game 1 against the Rams. They looked like they shouldn't have been in the NFL. He's come in, been mobile in the pocket, learned the playbook. The most compliments I could give him is his mental compliments of learning the playbook, making adjustments, the audibles, everything that I've seen him do on the line of scrimmage. In terms of play, that team is horrible. They're just not well equipped. And I feel bad for Andrew Luck now because I think I threw him some unnecessary shade and saying, why don't you do better? Now I see what's around
kind
him.
of see why. I mean,
Not much, man.
They got Frank Gore. Frank Gore's the starting running back. Frank Gore's the starting running back.
How old is Frank Gore?
Frank Gore was on my fantasy team in like 2000. And I had to like write down stats on a piece of paper.
Sound like
Frank Gore predates the internet. Frank Gore doesn't have an email address. Frank Gore's, he's got a MySpace page.
He's gonna run for Senate.
Yeah. You said today on Sports Nation dinosaurs aren't real. Frank Gore's like, yes, I have. I saw them. I had a Tyrannosaurus Rex in my backyard once.
Right. Still productive for his age, but let's be real. Let's be real. Stop that.
Sure. Who's a better basketball player, Marcellus, Mr. Jacoby, or Lil B? I've never seen Lil B play basketball.
I'm certainly going to be better than Lil B. I don't know. That little quicks, but he's small.
He could be good.
He wears tight suits.
Did he try out for the Warriors or something like 5 years ago?
I was going to try out for the Clippers on Saturday.
He might be pretty good. They got an open tryout?
Yeah, you going to go?
How much is it?
You want a free NBA ticket?
Yeah, didn't Jonathan Simmons, he had to put up like $250. I'm not putting up $250 to like play pickup.
To know that you're going to lose, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to get on the Clippers.
Yeah, I ain't about that life. Look, I can't play basketball. I'm always the first pick when I show up to a court. And in the second game, they're like, can we please trade you? Can we get you off our team? So
how about you stay on defense?
Yeah.
Just stay on the defensive end. That's all you need to do, like a goalie.
Yeah,
That's what they should say.
I have no position in basketball. Think about it. I'm 6'4", so I'm really a 1. And then I'm 280, so I should be a 4 or a center. What the hell am I going to do? So I'm too slow and I'm too short.
Stretch mark 4. Stretch mark 4. That's your spot. That's your spot right there.
Corliss Williamson.
Stretch mark 4. Stretch mark 4.
There's nothing for me out there.
I would say when I play basketball with you, I've said, wow, he's extremely athletic. He must be a very good football player. You look like a really good football player playing basketball.
It's a whole different beast.
It's like when I play volleyball or something. It's like I know how to use my body and do stuff, but I just have no skills specific to this particular sport.
See, you late to that party. I was 8 years old. The second sport I tried was basketball. Went out for the team. I ended up playing with 2 guys who were really good in high school. The whole season went by. I scored 5 points in all the games.
Season?
The entire season. 4 in 1 game. So you know I balled that game.
Oh, okay.
2 free throws, too. A shot, 2 free throws. Dog. I am horrible in basketball. I just don't get it. Like, I can't dribble. I'm not powerful. I'm not quick to them, but
You're not bad, though. You're talking yourself down too much. You're just lowering the expectations. You're not bad.
I'm not good, though.
You're not good, but you're not bad. Like, you can put the ball in the basket. You don't look like you don't belong
I defy the stereotypes.
You don't look like, a little bit. A little bit.
Ball head, 6'4", 280.
Yeah, a little bit.
He's horrible.
Yeah, wearing all the athleisure that you do.
Right. It's not good. It's not pretty.
Next, we have Matthias. He's another co-producer of the show.
Shout out.
Is it the right time to make a conclusion that Kareem Hunt is the Rookie of the Year? He's got 401 rushing yards. It is week 3, though.
Yeah, I'm sure. Who cares? He's second in scrimmage yards all time after 3 weeks. The dude is amazing. 3 games where he's had 50-plus yards for a touchdown. Like, I don't know where it's coming from. I can see his skill set. I can say, yeah, he's powerful. He's quick. He can see great vision. But these numbers he's putting up is insane. He won't keep up this pace, but yeah, he's
Is it one of those things like you see with Aaron Judge or like you see with Cam Newton's rookie year, where it's like maybe the league just hasn't seen enough of him and they weren't prepared for him. But now when you've got this guy coming in who's got all these touchdowns and these 100-yard games, maybe defensive coordinators might pay a little bit more attention about stopping Kareem Hunt.
Well, that's only an issue when you can't adjust. So they always are going to try to figure out the calculus to stop you. But then it's on you to figure out the calculus to adjust to that same stoppage. So I think they have enough weapons around. And Alex Smith, when he wants to push the ball down the field like he did in week 1, we saw what he did against New England. The boy can actually throw the ball. So everyone calls him a game manager. I like him. He protects the football, and he can throw it down the field, mobile as well. They got enough weapons. They do the option pass with Travis Kelce now. They got too much.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, they got a lot.
Alex Smith said that he basically said, I don't think I'm going to be on the Chiefs next year.
That's real talk.
Why would he do that?
Well, look who's behind him.
I don't want to hear that.
Well, it's the truth, and that's what's motivating him right now. Patrick Mahomes is behind him, and that boy can throw it from end zone to end zone. He knows that. You don't draft a quarterback at that position high in the first round and say, oh, he's going to sit down. So sooner than later, he's going to get his position, and Alex Smith knows the writing's on the wall. Unless I win a Super Bowl, even if I win a Super Bowl, people think of me as a game manager and as a good but not great quarterback. There's a great talent behind him. They're going to give him the ball sooner or later.
Great question. Another one from Matthias. What is your signature dish?
Food-wise,
You have to cook one thing.
Ah, man, you know I'm like pescatarian light right now, so my whole diet's in flux.
Sounds like a dancer. You do not cook. Is that what you're saying? Sounds like you don't cook.
I
That's what it
don't
sounds
cook.
like. That's what I'm saying. Say I don't cook.
I don't
Say
cook.
I don't cook.
I got a homeboy from elementary school who's my chef.
Okay.
He cooks for us all the time. His jambalaya is insane, but now it's jambalaya with shrimp.
No sausage.
And no sausage, and that kills me because that's so good. The chicken and sausage. But I stopped it like everybody else. I watched What the Health, and I was like, what the hell? I can't eat that anymore. So I would say that, and I've been eating a lot of potato chips and BRC burritos from El Pollo Loco.
Wait a second.
Uh-oh.
You went on this whole thing about how you're pescatarian light. You got your homeboy as a chef. You're getting your life together. You're doing yoga. You've got you saw this movie that's changed the way you look at food.
Yeah.
And I really thought that you were going like true Los Angeles green juice and quinoa on me.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, I also eat a burrito from Pollo Loco every single day. How do you think they get the chicken at Pollo Loco?
I mean,
you want to see that documentary too?
I didn't say BRC with the chicken. It's the beans, it's the rice, and it's the cabbage. I threw you off with that, huh? You like that?
I thought C stood for chicken.
It stands for the cabbage for me. So I get the beans, rice, and the cabbage. I'll admit, I've taken a step back in terms of my taste buds. They upset at me right now.
Okay.
But it's a healthier way. And I can't get fat. Like, I'm losing weight even when I eat bad now because I'm doing this vegan light.
The one thing I've learned is from professional athletes, your bodies work different than the rest of us.
Yes, they do.
You know, you guys just kind of think about losing weight, and all of a sudden it happens.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like Jalen's like, oh, he doesn't go to the gym. You've seen him. He used to be fat Jalen.
He used to be
Jalen.
fat. What happened? How'd that happen?
He just like, honestly, I don't know. I just think he decided it was like the power of his mind.
Man.
Because I go out to eat with him all the time, and he's getting French fries and chips and all this other stuff.
Right.
He's not living right. He's acting like he's living right.
That metabolism's different, man, and our mindset. I will say that from the real world experience, being in broadcast and media and just being around 9-to-5ers, mentalities are different, man. Like, when we set our mind to something, no matter how great you were as a pro, when you set your mind, you know how to get something done. And that's how we all made it to that level. So I get it. Like, it's between the ears in a lot of situations.
One thing I love about working with athletes as a producer is very coachable. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are used to feedback.
Yeah.
You're used to, like, this is what we're going to do today.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's very much like, you can take feedback and make adjustments in your performance.
Yeah, we respect structure. We love discipline. We're not the divas typically in the room. In my experience, it's been more of the people who are not used to being told that you're not as good right now, or you're not doing something well, then all of a sudden they just take it to heart. Us, we just like, it's a performance. Okay, that was a bad performance. I will come back next time and show up and show out.
We have another female voicemail. Ladies, don't forget.
Ladies!
985-80 Jalen. You can leave us voicemails. Fellas, we'll be taking your calls tomorrow, so make sure you call us. Leave us voicemails. 985-80 Jalen. Let's listen to the next voicemail.
What up, though? My name's Sean Samaya from Atlanta, Georgia. Been a faithful listener to the pod for nearly 6 years. I am a person, so I do want to answer to this question. Soft move or boss move? When my dad is trying to get over in the driving lane when he's trying to get in the lane to get somewhere, he purposely rolls down his window, looks at the driver next to him, and points that he's going in that direction. Soft move or boss move? Telling someone you're going in a lane and then being able to do it. Thank you, and keep getting them checks.
One thing, we always say keep getting them checks to athletes that are kind of just like in the twilight of their career. That may or may not deserve to be in the league.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't like when people say it to us, be like, we're getting paid a lot or something. You know what I mean? It's like I mean, yeah, we're well taken care of. I'm not like Zaza Pachulia over here.
Right.
You know, I'm not getting that kind of money. But the question is, her dad wants to get over in the next lane. See, I'm from New York, so all this driving stuff is new to me since I've moved to Los Angeles.
That's real.
So you roll down the window, make eye contact, and point that you're going there. Soft move or boss move?
That's a soft move. One, you're out of element. Like, you're trying to translate, like, bike etiquette to, like, a car. And two, it's some gangsters out there on the other lane saying,
don't let me know. Don't let me know.
Don't give me that eye contact. It's LA. People run up on you the wrong way, man. So I'm not looking at anybody on the road. I'm protected in my vehicle.
What if the stoplight, you don't look right or left? You do.
No. At the stoplight?
At the stoplight, when there's a car that pulls up next to you?
No, I'm
You don't
good.
give one little glance?
Nah, I used to do that.
I glance 100% of the time.
You do?
Just to see who's there.
There's a few reasons. One, no one's going to recognize you.
There's no interpersonal contact in Los Angeles.
And that's
like,
good.
I
That's
go
a
to
good
my bubble office, back to my bubble home.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
then
All
back
good.
to my bubble office.
That's why
I
you
see
pay
no
for
people.
all those existences.
But I'm a New York City person, man. I like to sit on the subway and make a lot of eye contact. I like to walk the streets and be amongst the people, feel like I'm in a community.
Not
you
enough,
don't get that here.
not enough insects and pests around you, what you
No.
call people in New
No,
York. You
none of
guys,
that.
I mean, look, I lived in New York for 5 years, bro. Let me tell you this. In the city, I need breathing room. I need elbow space. I don't need 30 dudes in front of the bodega looking at me while I walk up. And in L.A., if I see 30 dudes in front of the liquor store, we got issues.
Why did it take you 5 years to graduate college?
Well,
why did it take you 5 years to graduate college?
Columbia University.
Yeah, you're like, I'm a student athlete. You guys know that, right?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
You know, I could have gone to a big school,
Yeah,
right?
right.
I could transfer right out of here.
It's called red
And go
shirt.
straight A's. Okay?
Yeah, real talk.
Straight A's.
Let me tell you, nah, man, New York is too much, man. Y'all on top of each other, trash everywhere. Stop playing.
I love the trash. I
Yeah,
miss the trash.
who said that?
I miss the trash.
There's no New Yorkers
I
living
miss
in New
the
York.
trash.
Puffy out
In
here,
New-
JG out here, you out here.
In New York-
Stop it.
In New York, it could not rain for a month, and there'll still be these puddles on the street. You're just like, where did that liquid come from, and why is it green, and why can I see my reflection in it?
It's like
Why
New
is it-
Orleans. It's New Orleans out there, Bourbon Street.
Oh, we know what those puddles are. Next question, Marcellus, is from Earl.
All right.
Honest question, so he's serious.
Oh, really?
How disappointed is Marcellus in the Clippers' offseason moves, if at all?
Oh, I'm not disappointed at all. Look, you lose a Chris Paul, you're sitting there saying, what are we getting in return? And they got 8 players in return. I respect this roster because now it's going to be more ball movement. Blake becomes the focal point. Let's not forget that Blake, when healthy, is a top 5 MVP player. And that's who he's going to go back to that form. I love you, Lil John, right now. Laughing at me. And look, DeAndre Jordan has turned into some kind of machine at the center position that we haven't seen in a while. In terms of durability and movement, the dude is insane. All that said, this is the same team. It just looks different. But they're going to be the same team, probably
Not
a
the same
second round exit.
Not the same
First, second round exit, 45-50 wins. Last year, 54.
So same results,
Same
different
results,
team.
different team.
Do you think? My concern is this. I like Danilo Gallinari.
Mm-hmm.
I like Blake. I like DeAndre.
Right.
And then you look in the backcourt, and you go from J.J. Redick and Chris Paul to Austin Rivers and Patrick Beverly.
Austin Rivers going to have a breakout year. Let that go.
What, acne?
Huh?
Acne? Breakout year? What? He needs
Mark my
dermatologist
words,
or something?
Austin Rivers has gotten better every single
I
year.
do kind of
in
like
the league.
Austin Rivers' game. Here's what I like about Austin Rivers is when he has the ball in his hand, he feels like he is LeBron James.
Oh, yeah, he is LeBron. He's
You
better
know,
than LeBron.
Because like, I'm a sensitive basketball player. I miss my first 2 shots, like I start passing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he feels like he is LeBron James, Michael Jordan, and Hakeem all wrapped up into one when he has the basketball.
Quickest first step in the NBA. Don't
Yeah,
lie.
and he'll miss all the layups.
And he'll miss the layups.
Yeah, he'll miss all the layups. He'll get there. He'll get there.
This touch, a great defender, got great size at the position. Austin Rivers is coming. His confidence is there. This dude was the #1 player in the country at one time. Guess what? He's playing against those guys now. He's
He was
starting to feel
15 at
himself.
that time, though. He was 15.
It counts.
That's when he was having a
I
breakout
won the
year.
Nationals at 12. It counts.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count. If you don't have my hair in your armpits, it doesn't count. Doesn't count.
I like him. I like my squad.
And you got, Williams there.
Mm-hmm. Lou Williams. That's buckets. Lou buckets all day.
He'll take that Jamal Crawford thing. One guy I like on the Clippers that no one knows about had a redshirt year last year, Bryce Johnson from North Carolina.
Respect. Yep.
Like when he was in North Carolina, I remember looking at his game, be like, he could fit in the league pretty well.
Yeah.
If he could get a jump shot, he could be kind of like a 3.5, 4 wing player type of guy.
And people need to stop doubting Jerry West. Jerry West. I'm about to say Jerry Jones. Golly, too much protest.
People are doubting Jerry Jones.
They are right now. Jerry West right now. Think about it. He knows what he's doing. He's a mastermind. As soon as he got into town, first thing that happened, Chris Paul wanted to leave. I don't know if Jerry West walked in that room and said, I need you to stay. That was gangster right there. And that's how it works. He was in Golden State. He knows what a championship team looks like. He took a sniff of the Clippers and said, don't see it here.
And if you're Steve Ballmer, you're like, all right, I need to change something. But I'm not going to fire Doc. And I'm not going to tell these guys to leave.
Yeah.
I'm going to hire somebody between me and Doc that I can just tell what moves to make, and he can tell me what moves he's going to make. And all of a sudden, when you have an objective perspective, when you come in from the outside, it's a lot easier to give the hard truths that need to be told.
Yeah, the Grim Reaper is always in the locker room. And look, when it comes from up high from a Jerry West, when he got paid $5 million a year to be a consultant, I was like, he is not consulting. This dude is in there to do some work, and he came in and he did it pretty fast.
Next question we have is from Adam. Is the name Jacoby as a first name cultural? Here on this show, we label things as cultural and not cultural. It doesn't need to be explained. Is Jacoby cultural as a first name?
Nah, B. That reminds me of the law firm, Jacoby and
Myers. Jacoby Ellsbury?
No, not cultural.
Yeah.
Nah, B.
Native American?
Nah, bland. Nah. White bread, toast. Need some jelly. Need some syrup, some molasses.
Next
some
from James. James wants to know who's the grossest teammate you ever had.
This is crazy. A lot of them gonna say me. I'm pretty nasty, and I self-admit it. Like I sleep with a pea jar right next to me, like being real. I do. I got a real story for it though. Don't act like I'm just.
Pea jar?
Yeah, I got a pea jar. Simple apple or simple orange juice, simple grapefruit.
That's not a jar.
It's huge. This started when I was my second year in San Diego. Jerome Bettis had an interview one time talking about how he couldn't get out of bed after playing the game, playing running back. And then one time it happened to me, just total body lock, and I had to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, hold on, I can't walk, I can't get out the bed, my body's locked up. And I gotta go to the bathroom. So I had some orange juice. I'm single, so I drink out the damn jug.
Sure.
I had it next to me on the nightstand, grabbed it. Oh, interesting. So now I go to the bathroom a lot. I sweat a lot. I'm a guy that, my system works.
Sure.
So I had to do it 2 more times that night. Turns out, why do I have to wake up, go out into the bathroom, cold towel, waking me up.
I'll tell you exactly why.
Instead of just rolling over.
I'll tell you exactly why.
I'm listening.
You have a lady?
She got that day one. She knew that day one. Day one when we were dating.
This is part of the vows.
Oh, yeah.
It was like in sickness and in health and pea jars. And my pea jar. Pea jar's coming with us. She was in the vows.
She had to buy in.
The whole congregation's like, wait, what?
She bought in. Day one, she knew about. She's like, that's disgusting, but she's still here. And in the car. I got to keep it in the car, too. Long traffic in L.A. A lot of traffic in L.A. It's 100.
You're embarrassing yourself. Give the people they want. It's another day in the sports news cycle. So again, we're talking about the anthem and the president and the flag and social injustice. The Steelers did not come out of the locker room last week, except Mr. Villanueva, who came out and stood there by himself. There's been a lot of tension, a lot of reported tension in the locker room between the Steelers about the different ways that they handle it. Ben Roethlisberger feels like they should have stood for the flag. Other people feel like maybe they shouldn't have. They tried to avoid everything by not even going out, but it seems like they caused more of a mess than they tried to avoid. How do you feel about how they handled it and what they should do?
Yeah, this is messed up for Mike Tomlin, who's the realest coach in the NFL right now, who really tried to handle it with solidarity and uniformity. He tried to say, look, we're a team, so we're going to do this exactly as a team. 100% or nothing. So they couldn't agree, obviously, on which stance to take. Were you going to protest? Were you going to stand? Were you going to kneel? Were you going to do something? So guys just stayed in the tunnel behind Villanueva, 20 feet behind, reportedly, where you saw him standing in front. What's unfortunate is every single locker room always has some form of tension. Of course. You got 53 guys from all over the world.
It's not just sports either. Every workplace has tension.
Exactly. So this is nothing new, but it's focused narrowly on the protests and what President Trump said. They'll get over this. They have to get over this, but it's messed up because I love Mike Tomlin for saying, I'm not trying to make statements. I'm trying to make impact. And when I'm in a stadium, the impact is winning the game. When I'm out the stadium, it's the impact of changing my community, changing my lives, changing those around me. So it's a time and place for everything. I respect what he tried to do.
It's odd because sometimes your intentions and the results are in complete juxtaposition with each other.
Yeah.
His intention was, we're not going to go out there, so there's not going to get us pictures of us standing, some of us linking or locking arms. We will be unified. We're actually just going to remove ourselves from the entire situation and not come out of the tunnel.
Yep.
When I saw that on Sunday morning, I was like, oh, the Steelers are really about this protest.
You're right.
That's what it seemed like to me. That's how I read it. Didn't you read it that way? Like, oh, we're not even going to come out.
Yeah.
Like it seemed to me like they were going over the top of, no, we're not even going to kneel. We won't even be there. But then when you hear afterwards that the conversations they had, the meeting they had on Saturday about what they were going to do was more about let's just be unified about this. Is there a part of you, and Villanueva has said since, that he sort of got okey-doked into going out by himself? Like he kind of felt like he tried to stay, but he went out there, but his team wasn't behind him, and it was accidental that he was there by himself?
Right.
I'm skeptical.
Well,
I don't know what's in his heart. I don't know what's in his heart or in his mind or what his intentions were.
Yeah.
But it didn't seem accidental that he was the only person that came out.
Well, I will give him this. About his reports, that he asked to go out and make sure he respected the anthem and respected the flag. And look, you did three terms in terms of duty overseas. I respect that too. You've been in the Army, go ahead. But the guys were right behind him. I think this is tough when you say there's so many different levels of expression. So many guys wanted to go out there and protest. Some guys wanted to go out there business as usual. And Mike Tomlin tried to do something that is impossible to do, which is say all of you guys act alike because you're all not going to think alike. And then in the moment, it all unfolded like you said. I saw Villanueva. I was like, that's interesting. Where the team at? And then I saw Mike Tomlin on the sideline by himself. That's interesting. He's there. Team not. And Villanueva's by himself. And then it started to just unfold, and the cookie started to crumble.
And then Villanueva started getting used as sort of this figurehead that he wasn't comfortable with, so he kind of came out with the statement being like, look, I wish I never did that.
Yeah.
Trying to put the toothpaste back in the tube a little bit.
And it was too late, yeah.
Well, the president weighed in. Let's listen to what hear what he had to say today.
Frankly, the only thing that's doing well in the NFL is the pregame, because everybody wants to see what's going on. The NFL is in a very bad box. You cannot have people disrespecting our national anthem, our flag, our country, and that's what they're doing. And in my opinion, the NFL has to change. Or you know what's going to happen? Their business is going to go to hell.
I think the NFL business is pretty safe. Yeah. I think the NFL, money-wise, business-wise, I think they're going to be okay. I think they're going to be okay. Yeah. But the question is, here we are talking about the military, and here we are talking about the flag, which is the things that people are talking about, even President Trump. Is all this conversation getting us too far away from the original social injustice, which was this beginning of this whole protest cycle?
I think our energy is shifting. I think people are getting a little short in terms of hearing these stories that are not football, not even a part of the drama and the story of football. So if these were situations with the players, guys would say, okay, some of the issues with guys, whether it's in their personal life or anything like that. But when it's just anthem, it's just that 1 minute or 2 minutes where we're all putting focus on, it becomes taxing. I think a lot of people's energy is shifted, but their love for the game is still strong. The attendance was better than ever last year, so President Trump has to get his facts straight.
The money's okay.
And the money's okay too. And look, television ratings are suppressed on many networks.
Just today, there was news that it's been down, and then there was news that it's been up. And I think it's going to be fine. But very quickly, Justin Timberlake is rumored to be performing at halftime at the Super Bowl. We all remember what happened last time. So here's my question: if Justin Timberlake can get back in the NFL fold, is Colin Kaepernick like, come on now?
Right.
Like this dude can get a check from the NFL,
right?
But I can't.
And Janet's in there like,
both Janet and Colin Kaepernick.
I'm the victim. Like you exposed me. It's interesting. I love me some Justin Timberlake. This doesn't move the needle for me. I guess because I heard it was going to be Justin Timberlake and Jay-Z at first, and then Jay-Z said, nah, I'll pass. Beyonce's like, look, I've done that a couple times, and the backlash last time, not worth it.
I would love to get a place where I have so much money that I can pass on performing at the Super Bowl.
Isn't that crazy? So,
we'll get there. Well, big news coming on the back of yesterday's FBI charges levied down against college basketball. Rick Pitino is out as the head coach of the Louisville. The athletic director is out as well. When you heard about this bribery scandal, when you heard about all the different pieces, the AAU, the sneaker companies, the colleges, what was your first reaction?
I try not to be desensitized to this because this is a big deal. But we all know this kind of stuff happens all the time in collegiate sports, the transactions, the extra benefits, things of this nature. I was on a dinner 2-3 years ago, and a collegiate coach was actually at the dinner, says, what's up to me? We're sitting there on the way to the bathroom talking. I said, what you doing here? Got a recruiting visit. Yeah? What are you talking about? Oh, he's top recruit in the country. He's talking 180. I was like, sounds like a decommitment, right? 180? And he's like, no, that's the price, 180.
Wow.
And he said it so matter of fact, I'm sitting there like, okay, enjoy your salad. Like, that's just how it goes. And look, when you're a blue chipper, when you're a guy that's going to make the program millions, obviously they're going to offer you some of the crumbs, and that's what this situation sounds like to me.
It certainly seems like that. Now, it feels like we all knew this was happening. And at some point when the FBI investigates, they went undercover, they uncovered some of it. Doesn't it feel like we're just being we're just seeing the very tip of the corruption iceberg? Doesn't it
Yeah.
seem like there are dozens, if not hundreds of coaches that are doing something similar, but only 2 or 3 of them got caught by this one sting investigation?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is the trip that you take with your boys. You're all single, supposedly. And then you come back, one of you guys got caught up, and the girl's like, hey, I saw some pictures, heard some stuff. Now, everybody was doing something, but you got caught. Now, you're feeling like, damn it, everybody did it, but you can't rat on everyone. A lot of college coaches are sitting there like, oh, I got to make sure my interactions are clean because they were wiretapped. So they went in there, the feds went in there on the way with subpoenas and wiretaps. The NCAA could never do it. So this is a lot bigger, and I think more names are going to roll before this is over.
Are you surprised by the involvement of the major sneaker brands?
No, not at all. I mean, if you think about it, the end game is the NBA contract, but what supersedes that? What is actually in greater value than the NBA contract? It's the sneaker deals that some of these guys get. LeBron James on a rookie contract making $99 million in 90 days. Like, come on, y'all. You always follow the money. Like, we hear the cliche, we kind of duck away from it. Now, follow the money. So I'm not indicting anyone, but certainly I'm not surprised when I hear that they're corrupt. No.
Do you think paying college athletes would help this in any way?
Oh, absolutely. It would change the culture. It would take down some of these institutions and the vultures that are looking to prey on these athletes who have $8 in their pocket, and then someone over dinner offers you $180,000. Guess what you're going to do? You're not going to resist that temptation. So I can see why guys are caught up in the system like this. They need to change it to make the guys at least feel like, all right, I'm pacified until I make it to the big leagues, till I get to the NBA or NFL.
I think the college athletes should be paid. Clearly, I think that, but I also think that it's a difficult thing to institute because if you give them a stipend, $40,000 or whatever, you can't do salaries. You know, like professionals, you can't have the best player make more than the worst player. So it's all going to be pretty even, and the numbers are going to be pretty low. So if you can still get a 6-figure duffel bag dropped off at the home, or you can have these other workaround things, I still feel like paying players will not stop this, but it will help this athlete.
Well, the cliche is perfect is the enemy of the good. So guess what? We know we're never got a perfect system, but still let's do something better than this. I would love it if you could just give every athlete an annuity. So when you graduate, maybe age 25, you can start to withdraw from their annuity. Because a lot of guys play, let's be real, the third string fullback is not getting $1 from the pro level.
You're not thinking about the LeBron Jameses of the world. You're thinking about those guys that play 2 years and don't really make it out of the league.
And help that institution make those millions of dollars and pay that coach $5 million per year. And he gets nothing but here's your diploma if he graduates. And then you go into the real world and you play college football, which was your priority. So I'm just saying, let those guys have a softer landing. And the big guys, look, some of them are going to always be corrupt. Because no matter how much you pay them, someone's going to pay them more. The shoe contracts, the NBA, the agents, everybody is sitting there saying, more over here. We get that. But take care of the median guy, the average guy, the guy who's just not going to make it to the next level.
So U.S. Attorney June Kim was at the podium. He had that big chart. We all saw the chart. I love the chart. You want to be like a visual prop? Oh, yeah. You know, he had a good producer. He had a good producer. Like, look at this chart. In case what I'm not telling you isn't clear. Look at these green and blue arrows telling you about the cycle of money. And he was there in front of the chart, and he was explaining, levying down this very serious charges about this deep corruption in one of the institutions of our nation. Let's just listen to how he kind of put a bow on it.
For the defendants charged today, the madness of college basketball went well beyond the big dance in March.
Okay, June Kim, soft move or boss move, levying down huge charges with a pun joke.
Ah, that's a soft move.
It's a soft move. Come on, June Kim. You're ruining lives over here.
Yeah, right, exactly.
You know, you're supposed to be serious, man.
Know the gravity of the moment.
You have wiretaps, people going undercover, pretending to be other people.
People getting
this
arrested.
Is serious business, man. You can't make pun jokes. The madness went well beyond the big dance in March. Like, leave the flowery language to us, okay, June Kim? You're the lawyer in the room.
Yeah.
Don't try to get cute with us.
You sound very insensitive. Like, you don't understand what you're really doing to, like you said, lives, institutions. A lot of people involved with this. A lot of people, not victims, but certainly going to feel the pain and the wrath. So I knew this was going to happen, too, because it happened with O.J. and his parole hearing. Guys showing up, and O.J.'s there, and they got jerseys on, and they're sitting there cracking jokes. I'm like, this is a parole hearing. Should the guy be a citizen or not?
This isn't a meet and greet.
Yeah, it's insane. So, I mean, look, celebrity, what did Jay-Z say? Like, with the paparazzi and the Hollywood, it's a drug. Fame is a drug. And people, when they get a moment of that fame and attention, you can see how they act,
June
man.
Kim, shout to him.
Shout out.
LeBron James,
had something to say about his new teammate and his old teammate, Dwayne Wade.
It's like, it's kind of like when you start school and, you know, you walk into the classroom, you're not quite sure who your classmates is, and when you walk in there, one of your best friends is in there, you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be fun.
First of all, LeBron James, I always cross-reference with my best friends to make sure if they're in my class or not. So I know ahead of time.
Right,
all right,
right.
LeBron,
Yeah,
don't act like you didn't compare schedules with your best friends. We all did this.
That's not a surprise.
Yeah, we all did this. You're never surprised by it. All right,
You caught
LeBron? And you know that too.
Yeah.
Second of all, did the Cavs just sign Dwayne Wade to keep LeBron happy?
Ah, that's a great conversation there. I would say yes. Obviously, when you fire a GM, then you are not making LeBron happy. When Kyrie kind of sideswipes him and say, I want to do what you do to other people, which is leave on my terms, Kyrie Irving style, that doesn't make LeBron happy. But this will make him happy, appease him for the moment. In his run towards the championship, veterans win in the NBA. A lot of people always talk about the youngsters. Those veterans, when they get in collaboration, have a better chance. So we'll see.
I love the Cavs roster this year. The Cavs are deep. When I saw that picture of the training camp LeBron had, I was just like, oh yeah, they still have Channing Frye.
Yep.
And they got Derrick Rose.
Oh, yeah,
they still have Kyle Korver.
Yep.
None of those people even start.
Yep.
And now they got Dwayne Wade.
Yep.
They've got a deep team.
Isaiah Thomas is on his hip. It's all on that hip if that hip comes back right.
We'll see.
Yep.
Real quick, the Warriors reached out to Dwayne Wade.
What'd they say? How you doing, old man?
They were like, do you want to play? He's like, nope. They're like, okay.
right.
It's a game we have called Keep It Moving. Not everything is worth talking about.
Okay, that's
so
real.
if it is worth talking about, you say hit the brakes, and we'll discuss it. If
All
it's
right.
not, we just keep it moving with Method Man.
Okay.
First topic.
Charlotte.
Hawks players reportedly had a celebration when they heard Dwight had been traded. Keep it moving or hit the brakes.
Keep it moving. You said Hawks and Dwight.
Ric Flair says that 10,000 women have taken a ride on Space Mountain. You know what that means. Keep it moving or hit the brakes.
Hit the brakes, baby. We got to talk about this.
Ric Flair said he had slept with 10,000 women. Just like Will Chamberlain. And now we have adult film star Ron Jeremy. He's very skeptical about Ric Flair's numbers and his stats.
Yeah. Look, one, why no one ever did 11,000 or 9,000?
Yeah, it's a nice round number. It's a nice round number. It's also, when you do the math, it's almost impossible.
Right.
And I think it's cool if someone else says it on your behalf.
Right.
Like if someone else is like, Ric Flair.
Yeah,
He's slept with 10,000 women.
Yeah.
But when you do it yourself.
Yeah. I don't buy it. The math of it, like you said. I mean, that's 3 sums every day for like 10 years.
No.
Boy, stop.
No.
Boy, stop.
Ben Roethlisberger is blaming himself for the Steelers' loss. Keep it moving or hit the brakes.
Keep it moving.
We be moving.
Stop it. I don't want to hear that.
We got some more details on the woman involved in the Kevin Hart extortion sex tape scandal.
Hit the brakes. I don't care what you got to say. Let's go here.
Oh, God. She said, quote, I did not know he was married, but I found out later. I was a little upset, confused about it, because the way he was acting, it didn't seem like he was married.
Oh, no, you didn't. Look.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a smartphone.
Yeah.
You can Google Kevin Hart. The first thing that comes up is Wikipedia page says he's married.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart's married. He's been married.
Yeah.
He's a married man. I do not believe this statement.
I actually can believe her statement. I understand we want to indict her for a lot of other things, but this statement...
He's not free either.
They showed surveillance video of him in the club, and that wasn't married man behavior in public. Even if you're married and you're going to get your thing going, that ain't how you act in public, married man.
You can't be on the low because you're a gigantic human being.
Right.
Kevin Hart can't be on the low because he's a tiny little human being. That also works as well. He's also very noticeable because he is very short in stature. I don't believe anything about any of this.
Well, I had a friend in my gym class 2 days ago came up to me.
Whenever anyone says I had a friend, it's definitely them, but continue.
It was she came to me and said, I didn't know you were married. She said it's 2 days ago. I've been going to that gym class for a year. Maybe my behavior is Kevin Hartish. I don't know. But the point of it is she came to me.
You take your wedding ring off when you work out?
Oh, all the time. Even when I go out. No, even with my wife. Let me stop.
Even when you go out. You know this is a microphone here. They've got cameras all over the studio. What are you doing?
My wife loves
She's asleep.
me.
Your wife's asleep by the time the show comes on. That's what it is. Yeah, she's asleep. She got kids. She takes care of Marcel Jr. all day. You know she'll be asleep by the time this airs.
She took me with a P-jar, dog. She ain't tripping on anything I say. It's all good.
Next, Lou Holtz has, let's keep it moving.
Yeah, I'm going to say stop.
Khloe Kardashian is reportedly pregnant. Keep it moving or hit the brakes.
Hit the brakes.
Oh, okay.
Let me hear this. Let me hear this.
Kylie Jenner is reportedly pregnant with Travis Scott.
Yep.
And now, Khloe Kardashian is reportedly pregnant with Tristan Thompson's child.
Yeah, I gotta go on my rant. I gotta give the Kardashians more respect than I think that people put on their name. First of all, they have the most talent in the world, which is the do-yourself. The talent that they have exhibited to make money is the best talent in the world, which is just do nothing but you, and you get paid for that. We're all trying to get as close as we can to that place. Let's be real. And two, let's stop with this Kardashian curse, because James Harden balled out, Lamar Odom balled out. So guess what? Tristan Thompson, I don't know what happened to you in the finals, but don't blame it on the Kardashian curse, because they are not the problem. Is that dropping the mic? No?
Lamar Odom.
Oh, wait.
Out?
That was the Dallas trade made him go a little different. But when he was here, Sixth Man of the Year, married to Kourtney Kardashian. Give me some of that. Give me some of that.
I think we have different definitions of balled out. Let's just say that. What he was up to in Nevada could be considered balled out.
Balled out. Great.
On the heels of the news that Adidas is #2, Nike announces that net income has dropped 24% this quarter. Keep moving or hit the brakes? Let's keep it moving. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Respect, baby.
Marcellus.
I like this.
You can catch Marcellus every afternoon, Marcellus and Kelvin on 710, and every afternoon on Sports Nation.
It's your boy.
We'll be back tomorrow.
Support comes from Blue Apron. Blue Apron delivers farm-fresh, perfectly portioned ingredients and step-by-step recipes so you can make incredible meals at home. Rediscover how fun cooking can be while reducing food waste and supporting sustainable farms and fisheries. Visit blueapron.com/Jalen to get your first 3 meals free.
And now, Jalen and Jacoby on ESPN Radio.
When I pop the trunk, that's the day. Y'all pop the trunk, I pop the hood. Now act stupid, I'll pop the trunk. Give me up a boom.
He is Jalen Rose. Not Jalen Rose. Not even a lefty. I'm not even a lefty. Izzy Gutierrez in for Jalen Rose. I'm David Jacoby. We are Jalen and Jacoby on ESPN Radio and ESPN2. I feel tall today because of that. It's always fun to have someone who's not Jalen Rose here. Because I know Jalen doesn't listen to the show when he's not on it, so I can just say things about him. I can complain about him. He won't find out. You don't have to be on air to say those things, you know. You can just say them privately. Exactly. Not get yourself in trouble. So,
That's cute, man.
LeBron James, Dwayne Wade are reunited, and it feels so good. After practice last night, let's take a look at how they celebrated.
Day 1, practice, down. Had a great day. Now we must eat. Oh, and get some wine.
Gotta say.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers. Who was so scared? I love that. It's LeBron's kid in the background, like, because I'm a negligent parent. I've got 3 little kids at the house. Like, crying babies I don't even hear that anymore. Some kid is like, I'm scared, Daddy, I'm scared. He's like, we're doing it for the gram right now, okay? We gotta get this Pinot down. That's fantastic. Chill out. It looks a little late at night for that baby to be awake too. Yeah, probably. I love negligent parenting. I'm all about it. As long as the camera didn't pan that way and like she had a glass of wine in front of her, that would be a problem. Yes, but no, yes, that may or may not have happened around my house. Like, whoa, close. So you covered this duo in Miami. You were there, up close and personal. They're back together. Let's just start with just sort of like the off-court relationship stuff. Like, how does Dwayne Wade being on the Cavs change the Cavaliers?
You know what? I think LeBron's probably really thankful that he's got that sort of championship culture, teammate guy, you know, the guy from the Heat, that he brought all that with him to Cleveland, showed that franchise, that organization, how to be a championship organization. Dwayne already knows all that. Dwayne, I mean, you can tell by the video that they're tight. They spend a lot of time together anyway. Yeah. I mean, LeBron has cost Dwayne a lot of money in his career. Good point. And this is another one of those cases where, wait a second, I let go of $10 million something dollars in Chicago for you again.
$6 million to be here right now.
So it wasn't, but that just goes to show you how close they are, because I'm telling you, if anybody cost me 7 figures at any point in my life, I'd be like, I don't know if you're really my friend or if you're looking out for yourself. But those two are tight, and you can tell early on. You can tell that chemistry. You're probably going to be able to tell that chemistry is going to be there with them, because they don't even have games that complement each other, but they manage to win a couple of championships and play well together. So I still think Dwayne's got a lot left in the tank, and I think LeBron will bring the best out of him, and I think Dwayne knows that. So it's happy everywhere, you know, except for the fact that they have to spend their winters in
Except
Cleveland
for
instead of
LeBron's
Miami.
daughter, who's terrified. She's completely being ignored. Completely being ignored. I loved everything about that video. And then they looked at it too, and they were just like, yeah, just go with it. Like, whatever. Who cares if my kid is screaming in the background? No. But from a basketball standpoint, how does this change the Cavaliers?
I mean, they're so deep, and it's not really required of him to be Dwayne Wade to be this great sidekick, this great star.
No.
I think they'll find a way to make things work if they don't have as much shooting. That's going to be a tricky part. It's like dealing with the rotations. You have Derrick Rose, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James on the floor at the same time when neither of them are, really stretching the floor much. So I just think that Dwayne Wade is an asset. He's very versatile. Throws lobs, as good as anybody in the league. Like he loves to kick it out to his shooters. Like he's just set up. He knows they have the same mentality. He and LeBron in terms of just creating and knowing where to find people. And Dwayne probably plays off the ball better than LeBron James does. And they're familiar with that sort of the tendencies in that case. So I just think on the floor you'll figure out the personnel. But in terms of just having an athlete there that can be, the guy can still take over a game for segments. So people think he's washed because he was with bad teammates in Chicago and was not really motivated. But watch him again.
I think you had a good point that he can take over games because when you saw LeBron James's minutes just go up and up and up, and they start bringing out the stats of the Cleveland Cavaliers without LeBron James on the floor, and then he's talking about wanting a playmaker, and then you watch the finals. There's quarter 1 LeBron, quarter 2 LeBron, quarter 3 LeBron, and quarter 4 LeBron was pooped. You know what I mean? He was tired, and I think
standing there watching Kyrie go up.
And it's not just because of the Warriors that were in front of him. In my opinion, it was what he had to do the entire year and how so much of the focus of getting the ball in the basket was on his shoulders. To have Dwayne Wade there can spell him, bring his minutes down. And also, you've got Jay Crowder there. Like, you know what? I don't want to cover